is an imposition in my mind's imagination. The hope and the drugs I'm smoking no matter basement. This is not rap, this is not hip hop. Just another attempt to make the voices stop rapping. Prove nothing, just writing to say something. Cause I wasn't the only one who wasn't rushing to say nothing. This doesn't mean I lost my dream. It's just right now I got a really crazy mind to clean. Gangsters don't cry, therefore I'm Mr. Misty Eye, therefore I'm Can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul? For me, can you save my every dirty soul? For me, can you save my every dirty soul? Nah, I didn't understand the thing you said. If I didn't know better, I guess you're already dead. Mine is zombies walking around with it ain't been a hunch. Saying stuff like, you only live once. You got one time to figure it out. One time to twist and one time to shout. One time to think and I say we're starting now. Sing it with me if you know what I'm talking about. Gangsters don't cry, therefore I'm Mr. Misty Eye, therefore I'm Can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul? For me, can you save my every dirty soul? For me, can you save my every dirty soul? Death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit. Death inspires me like a dog inspires a rabbit. Can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul? For me, can you save my every dirty soul? For me, can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
I feel like shit.
Monday, happy days. Wednesday, happy days. It's just one of those happy days. The weekend comes, let's not go home. It's just one of those days where you don't wanna wake up. Everything is everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you wanna justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is
Just knock it off, you scum bucket.
it's just one of those days. It's just one of those happy days. It's just one of those happy days. It's just one of those happy days. The weekend comes, let's not go home. Ready to make stand. It's just one of those days. Feeling like a freight train. First one to complain. Leaves with the blood stain. Damn right, I'm a maniac. You better shoot, cause I'm fucking up your program. And if you're stuck up, you just locked up. Next in line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just
I'm losing my cool.
it's all about happy days. It's just one of those happy days. It's just one of those happy days. The weekend comes, let's not go home. Ready to make stand.
Feel like shit. My suggestion is keep your distance.
Right now I'm dangerous. Right now I'm dangerous.
so you'll stop playing games.
Give me something great. Give me something great. I hope you know I'm like a chainsaw. A chainsaw. A motherfucking chainsaw.
What?
So come and get it.
Howdy.
How is everyone? Hope everyone's having an okay morning, evening, afternoon. I like to say that I'm having a good morning, evening, and afternoon, even on days when I'm not really. You don't want to throw that shit off on people. How should I put it? I don't know. I'm not having necessarily a bad one. Just look at someone and it's like, damn, that's a little irritating. But I think I'll get to that eventually. Wait. I did not know there was a chain emoji. Why would there be a chain emoji? Who made a chain emoji?
Yeah, I'm looking at that too. That's kind of I don't know what purpose that serves, really.
Yeah, I don't either. I've never, What is the emoji called? This is the kind of mystery I've gotta tackle this. I need to know. The hell is it called? Oh. Meh, not too big of a deal.
It's called chains.
Just chains. I thought it would be something weird like broken chain. You'll go into some places and they'll have a fucking emote. And it'll be something so weird. It would be like a rainbow axe and it'll be like pride murder. And it's like, whoa dog.
Pride murder.
You guys should chill out with your fucking emojis. It's already hard to figure out what the fuck they mean. So we're just a scotch late today too, that's another thing. But mainly on me, not a big deal on other people. I was like awake and around at the time, but there was just stuff happening that was making it very, very hard for your boy here to do the stream at the normally scheduled time. I do hope you will forgive me. It would break my heart if you didn't. I mean, everybody knows how easy it is to just break my heart. And I'm just completely in shambles afterward. Do you know what I really don't like? Well, I don't know. You probably know a bunch of things I don't like by now. But would you like to know something that I really, really, really fucking don't like? Would you like to hear it?
I would. Absolutely.
You would. When somebody doesn't like me so much that they start trying to spam attacks at other people around me. And they start trying to try to do anything they can to go at people who are around me. Because they are too cowardly to take a swipe at me because they know that I'll slap their fucking bullshit down so goddamn quick. And even if I'm not gonna slap it down, they don't want to fucking bother with going at me because I'm not the easiest target. This is a tactic used by Tipster. If you know who that is. This is a tactic used by all those goofy fucking commentary people. A tactic used by a bunch of people on the fucking internet when they realize that I don't really care what they say about me. So they then start trying to, go at people around me, and that's fine. If that's how you want to, go ahead and do that. But don't expect people to be cool with it and not call you out on it. We eventually will get to a bit of a tale on that. But there was a much smaller situation. Very similar. Happened very recently. It was something I saw in public. And it looked so stupid. But at the same time, it was like, I see this on a daily basis, just not in this physical form that I am looking at right now. There was I don't know if they were a family or just a couple and some, I don't know, the guy is just there with like the girl and I don't fucking know. Either way. Little girl is told, don't touch that out in public. She's told something she doesn't like by a family member there. Or maybe it's dating one of their family members, something to that degree. It says, don't touch that. The child then turns to other person who either dating their family member or is their fucking guardian, whichever, I don't know which, turns to them and looks at them and says, so, are you going to tell them that you bought, and I don't even know what the word, it was something, it wasn't an Abba Zaba, but it was something that sounded kind of like that. So you can tell them that you bought an Abba Zaba when they weren't looking? It's something like that. It's like, really? They told you something you didn't like, so you turned around and you're going to cause shit for someone else, or try to cause shit for someone else, because you can't, you're not going to go with that person who said the thing you didn't like. And they're like, holy shit, that's a quite small kid. That's a 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8 is how old this kid is. Just a guess. And they're acting like a YouTuber. Like the standard way a YouTuber would think is to do that. Oh, you're saying something to me? Oh, let me go talk to this person. The whataboutism of being a YouTuber. Yeah. All this stuff is bad as long as I'm not the one who does it kind of mentality. We talk about that a lot. I watched it exhibited and like real time and what it looks like when you do it for real. When you look at somebody, it's as absurd as it seems on the screen. Put it that way. Just as fucking dumb as it seems when you look at it on a fucking screen. Every bit. But nah. Maybe it's something everybody can overlook to not me. But it was something that I thought about that shit 30 minutes afterward. I just thought, that's something I see all the time. And now it's something that I get to, like, I have seen what it looks like right there. Like, right before my eyes, what it looks like physically. It was weird. I wasn't ready. So, now that I have told my story about seeing what that shit looks like, physically and in front of me, I guess I've got to talk about what the shit looks like when we do it. On here, what we see, what we're around. Man, a lot of them, they're young, so we don't have to think too hard about it. Yeah, they suck, what the fuck ever, who cares. But the ones who aren't young, that bothers me. Just for no reason being shit, and hoping that having a number beside your name on a platform is something that can save you from being a bullshit artist. I don't know. Does it sound like this makes me bitter? Or does it sound like it irks me a little bit?
It sounds like a normal reaction to me. It doesn't sound bitter.
Well, it probably does, maybe, but I could be fine if it did. I don't care. Like, it makes me sound as if lame shit happens, And I don't like it. And I'm fucked off by it. I don't really care. I mean, why would, of course I'm fucked off by it. It's bullshit. Right? I mean, that should be a thing. A new thing that has become, just something that gets banged on way too much is, let me see if I can word this right. The idea that using footage from anything on television or a company owns, there's a better way to say it, using any footage that a company owns, that's wrong. But you can, just straight up jack other people's shit. That's irritating to me. We talk about fair use from now until doomsday when it comes to, re-uploading other people's shit. But for some reason, fair use doesn't come into play on the things it's probably, more meant for. Re-uploading someone's shit, not fair use. Using a clip of something to explain a story in a larger context, that's kind of exactly what it was for. That goes to the side. We have people who, like that Augie kid, he accused me of doxing. But then he said, well, it's not doxing, but it's doxing to me. Okay. Well, very different standard, that's fine. But it's a weird little industry of wanting to be able to say whatever you want to about people without it being checked, without giving them, don't give them any rebuttal. For instance, all right, when we had a problem with that foul guy, and he came on, all right, we showed his evidence, and then we told him how fucking dumb he was. They don't really do that. They would prefer to just lie. Just lie about people, and don't give them a chance to refute any of that shit. And if anybody does come to you and refute that shit, block them. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. And that's become a standard procedure. If we're talking about you doing something, it will be bad. If you mention anything around them doing anything, it's fine. And it's because it's them. That's where we do the it's okay if they do it kind of thing. But grand scheme, look over all this shit. It's what is the point of even talking about it? Why even bother talking about it? Because no one else is really going to bother. And even if they do, they'll just get either A, flagged down, or they'll just send their people to hold it down in the algorithm. Just go dislike bomb it or something, make sure people don't talk about it. That same shit will happen to us. It's a weird kind of see, it's not official, so I stay away from calling it any kind of governing body or anything like that. You wouldn't want to compare it to that. But it's this thing where we all kind of agree to just go along with certain YouTubers as long as they'll say certain things. As long as they like who you like, you'll go along with certain YouTubers. As long as they don't make waves in a certain place where you don't want them to make waves, or say things you don't want them to say, or be around people who you don't want them to be around, you'll be fine with it. And it's something that's easy to fall into. It's like a basic thing whenever you're taking in entertainment and shit like that. And that's, just looking at it at the aspect of entertainment, what's the issue? With a lot of these people, it's a matter of they don't even care about the entertainment aspect of it. It's about trying to garner subs by depleting subs, or fucking trying to garner income by depleting income. And things back and forth like that, depending on who they're going at the time, depending on who could be going at them. Right now, there is a brand new campaign going on. And I say campaign, but it's a new narrative. And it's a weird one. Not even in the title. I was looking over it right before we started. I was just like, wow, that's really dumb. This is a guy who I don't like, or find entertaining, or think there is much to it all as a person.
All right.
This guy, his name is, well, I don't even know his name. It's like Brooks, something like that. But, it's the guy who runs the No BS channel.
Snobs.
He doesn't agree with Augie and all those other fucking idiots. So, they're now trying to spread around that he is pro-doxing and supports doxing. Anybody seen that? I don't know if anybody in the chat's even heard of that. Most people probably don't even know who the fuck No BS. He's a weird kind of relic of 2016 YouTube. If that makes any sense
I
at all.
vaguely remember him from back then.
He's probably still bitching about blue hairs or whatever, but like, I got nothing for fucking No BS. He's not anything I can even pretend to give a fuck about. But that doesn't mean he's a doxer or supports like whatever random shit you want to throw on him because you now don't like him. And they have reasoning for why he is a doxer or supports doxing or is, I don't even know what the fucking phrasing is. He's probably like a runner for a doxing. I don't fucking know. I gotta go find out. Let me go get the wording on what exactly the motherfucker does.
No, it's Leader.
Hey guys.
I'm looking for something. Well, you could speak, Alex. You could.
Oh, I could.
Yeah, you could.
Hello, everyone.
Okay,
How are you
shut
doing
the fuck
today?
up, Alex. Leader, what are you doing?
Oh, I was just streaming over at Twitch. I was playing some Among Us. I've actually, one of my big things is, it'll probably never happen, right? But I'm gonna like drag you. I'm gonna drag Vamp into an Among Us game at one point, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be off the hooks.
She plays it. That shit looks boring as all fuck to me.
It's just like, it's a very easy.
It's
You know
more
those
fun
old
when
like
you don't talk during the matches.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You gotta stop
I don't
doing
know.
that. You gotta learn how to hotkey your mute button, bud.
How could I
Oh,
Hotkey the mute button. He talks during the matches, and what it's supposed to be is maximum of 10 people, a certain number of imposters, a certain number of crew members. Imposters win if they can kill everyone, or if they can sabotage successfully. Crew members win if they do all their tasks. But the thing is, you don't know who the imposters are. And during the matches, or at least when I play, we all mute.
yeah, that's true. I mean, what is it? When I play, we just sort of like say you're not allowed to talk about in-game stuff. So I mean, like, I know it's not
that.
like a
That's
lot of.
To me, that defeats the purpose. It's supposed to be sneaky.
You think it like. Yeah, I know.
Schnecka.
When I've seen people play it, they talk on their own stream. They just don't talk to the other people in their, that they're playing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just.
Because it's like a deduction thing. Because I like yelling like who I think it is, and that doesn't work well if you're not muted for the group chat.
I think a big part of it is that you need if you really want to play the game properly, you would 10 people all on VC, probably maybe like a streamer, and then you gotta have people who are willing to like engage. And where were you? I was over in electrical. Haha, fellow crew member.
Remember?
I did a bit where I was.
Fellow crew member.
Oh, when I play, we just call each other a son of a bitch.
Whoever blinks first is the imposter.
Is it fun?
I think it's fun.
Yeah,
I I played it for the first time Sunday, and I had a blast. I played it twice after, 2 more times after that.
It's very hot right now, so a lot of people are playing it. But apparently, that's not
It's
without.
also only
good reason.
$5.
Yeah, it's very cheap and very fun.
They were all doing that with Fall Guys 5 minutes ago. That shit.
I think they're still playing it.
Yeah, people are still playing Fall Guys.
God, I'm not. Like this
I just
weird
don't wanna play it.
bean
I don't like-
people thing going on right now is just, I don't know.
The physics
None of
games,
them.
I don't like those really. Beans.
I
Also,
don't like them.
Okay, you sent me this thing in the context of what you're saying about knobs.
Well, ish. I still don't know. I was looking for it. I can't find the thing where they were saying this is the proof that he's pro doxing.
I think this is the proof.
That's the proof that he's down for doxing?
I think so. And I can
God.
show the audience.
Go ahead. It seems.
Goofy?
Well, the whole thing seems goofy.
Like, I don't really have anything for knobs, but this is a stretch.
Nobius used to accuse everyone. Jesse mentioned it in the chat. He accused everyone of doxing him because he fucking, I don't know. Bunty King took a picture of him at VidCon when he went there and met everybody.
They had a lot of pictures at VidCon.
And he was trying to say that everybody was doxing him. That was his thing. And he said it so he could get on streams. And he would come on and try to talk to me. I didn't know him. Didn't really like him. He's I don't know. He is a standard YouTube hoe. But I don't think he's fucking doxing anybody. He's fucking knobs.
Yeah, and in all honesty, he's very much not threatening and
Yeah, nobody
Mostly
gives
that.
Ain't nobody sweating knobs.
ever.
He's just some chubby, inoffensive fucking neckbeard. Who gives a fuck about knobs?
I was gonna say a goofball with a YouTube channel.
for what it's worth, like picking a fight with no bullshit doesn't seem like. Seems like picking the lowest hanging. It's like going after.
He's got a
That's
large
good.
subscriber number.
But does he
Alright.
even get videos anymore? Because everyone
idea.
who I don't know. I imagine his view count isn't that much, but I think he's considered stupid by almost.
Nobody thinks that Knobs is anything other than some fucking dork. That's it.
Yeah,
pretty
and
much.
apparently this
He
was
tried to
their-
make political videos, didn't do well with that, and back when we were talking, he was making videos about how genius South Park was.
Remember that?
The political genius of South Park. What the fuck are you on? Shut up. God damn. But again, I turn it off, and that's the end of it. I'm not going to accuse him of doxing.
That.
I don't know. I don't get this shit. It's pretty goddamn useless to use these terms and do this shit that they're doing. Doesn't seem to make a lot of fucking sense, but apparently, I don't know. I was just saying this is like, it's supposed to be him threatening the doxing. Was this? Is the word doxing anywhere there? Is he talking
No,
about getting people's info anywhere there? What's there?
what
What is there
Nas-
other than he said, I guess this is what... It's fucking YouTube, you goofy fucking kids.
I don't think it's the "it's worth then" thing. It's the part above it where he's like, "I just saw your response. Here's my offer: delete your posts about me and leave me alone. If you do this, I'll do the same. No need for petty quarrels with people I don't even know." Literally, just leave me alone, please.
That sounds so reasonable. That sounds ridiculously reasonable and
That's
succinct.
a doxing threat, leader.
How dare you?
Well, this is coming from the copyright expert. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be the doxing expert. So he's that's definitely a dox. Said his first name. Oh,
Oh, apparently he still does the South Park videos.
What?
That's what Mayev's saying.
Oh, that's depressing.
This
Okay.
is this is legitimately just someone's like, I saw your tweets at me. Can you leave me alone, please?
Well, he's saying he supports doxing and all kinds of dumb shit. And I guess his reasoning is going to be he knows people who dox. Spoiler! All of you fucking dorks, you all went on to Ralph's show like 5 minutes after he threatened to dox somebody live. Nobody cared. You are fucking idiots. They keep trying to hold everybody to these weird standards. Just so that they can make content and fucking try to rile people up to go fuck with their videos and go fuck them up in the algorithms and shit like that. Like, once you see those fucking, I don't remember how long ago it was, like 4 or 5 months ago, where they're all explaining how they fuck up people in the algorithm by just bombing their videos with like dislikes and fucking a bunch of people will flag them if you dislike and da-da-da-da and all that shit. It's like, man, that's fucked up.
It really is.
Like, why is that okay?
Only if it's them doing it to someone else.
Yeah, if somebody else did that, it would be like, oh my god, do you see the harassment they're sending over here? YouTube should do something about this. I'm being held down. I'm shadow banned. Buh, buh. Shut the fuck up.
Essentially that.
Yeah, apparently Knobs is very serious business and he's going to dox people because they said so, because he doesn't agree with them about something. This is very serious business here. I think YouTube's fucked up a little bit. I think it's fucking up
little.
by letting a lot of this shit fly. You probably shouldn't push the video about the person further than you actually push the people's video. I think that could be a pretty easy deterrent for a lot of this shit. I don't know, if you want to find something about somebody, you know, why shouldn't I like this man? You should be able to fucking, like, look it up and find it. But,
It's,
like...
when you search up someone's name, like a lot of the time it's like videos about why this person is a bad person.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But YouTube will also penalize people in weird ways for making that kind of stuff, but it's also what they push. So it's this thing where it's almost like YouTube wants you to go at somebody, but YouTube also doesn't want you to say anything that they, you know, anything outside of certain lines and shit like that. It's kind of fucking dumb. Just kind of a weird, counterproductive way of making your everything. It's like, hold on. What is this? Oh, Knobs criticized the pic of Augie that Swan made, and that set them off.
Wait.
What did he do? Make fun of his... Is it the thing where Augie's arm is ridiculously small? Like, we're talking as big around as a pin.
You serious? He commented on something one of them posted, and now he's doxing.
This is what happened when people made fun of Augie's dad posting on Augie's Twitter. He tried to say that everybody was doxing him when that happened. You remember that?
Yes.
You remember that, right?
Yep.
Everybody's doxing me because they see this thing where my dad is commenting on my Twitter, and I'm calling him dad and he calls me son. You're all doxers. No.
Good thing his mother's a lawyer.
Oh, God. I always try to, like, push that one out of my mind because that one's over the top.
That one was over the top on one of his posts, and honestly, if my mother had done something like that, I probably would have called her like, can you delete that?
Can you delete everything forever?
Like, my mother has social media, but she's not running around calling herself my mom. There's no need.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed by the fact that my mother hates social media. I can't imagine. The embarrassment of being like your dad, like, you know, commenting on your tweets or something like that, or your mom. Ridiculous. People, I don't know.
Mom, you realize this is Twitter, not Facebook. Can you not comment on my posts?
Pretty much, yeah.
Don't comment on my anything.
Mom, the kids won't think I'm cool anymore. You're commenting on my Twitter post.
No, Mom, no. You gotta pick me up around the corner because I can't have them seeing you in this minivan.
Mom, I don't want to see you, bro.
Oh,
Bro.
God.
This Knobs guy, he's so goofy. He's like on that
Who?
thing you put up earlier. Was it, you know, no bullshit. I think if hopefully I'm not like wildly lost right now. Please tell me if I am. But like on the Twitter post you put up earlier, he said, "What is it? Okay, it's war then." After the thing,
He's
and
fucking
then-
around. I can almost scare. I have spoken to that dude. You know how like there's some people you talk to and they just kind of like exude a threatening aura almost. It's like this. You're talking to him and you're like, this is a person that could mess me up. They could beat me up or something. That's not Knobs.
God, no.
He is the least threatening person I think I have ever spoken to.
Are you telling me that Knobs isn't a Chad? He's not an alpha male?
No, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like, if he had said something like that to me, the response wouldn't have been, "Oh my God, he's pro-doxing." The response would have been like, "Okay, lol."
I'd have been, calm down. That's
Calm down, Knobs. We all know you. You're not gonna do anything.
You're Knobs.
I'm just gonna send you pictures of Sonic.
That's all
What
anybody's gonna go with.
For what it's worth, even though it doesn't seem like it, I like this kind of goofy stuff. Like, it's all right, you and me, tomorrow night on the bridge, pistols. Or you can retract that tweet where you called my mother fat. It's
Oh.
incredible.
Retract that tweet about my mother, or it's pistols at dawn.
That's it. That's what this kind of stuff is. It's just over the top ridiculous.
It does come off like that.
It going to
fucking
war
dumb.
with knobs, and everyone's like, who?
Knobs War. Hallelujah.
Knobs war. Oh.
I don't know him. He's another one I never really got to know. He was not that interesting. Not
No.
on my radar. Not a thing for me, honestly. But no, he's also not a doxer. Like, I don't like him. That doesn't mean he did the bad thing.
Right. All the times that I had spoken to him, he was nothing but nice. But, yeah, non-threatening. The most non-threatening aura. Not the hippie kind of word. Like, just... I don't think that dude's got a mean bone in his body.
Oh no, he's dopey, and he'll accuse people of doxing him and shit. Like, he wants
yeah,
to be a
he's a
victim
goof.
and dumb shit. Like, I'll slap the shit out of that chubby fuck. I don't like him. That doesn't mean he did the thing that he didn't do. That's dumb.
But he supports it, though.
Okay, well, that's what I need to know. I need them to show something that shows that he, quote unquote, supports it. Whatever that means.
Oh my god.
Is there any of that?
I don't think so, but I was shown one thing.
Oh?
Okay.
What were you showed?
The post that kicked it all off.
You were shown what kicked off this great war between
Yes.
No BS.
This great war of mine, or his, or something, I don't know.
Okay,
The
I am
war of bullshit.
waiting with bated breath.
Okay, so... one of Augie's followers made one of those inspirational quote things. They blurred out the background and it kind of cuts off, but it's his comedy is dead, satire is dead, commentary is dead thing. But Knobs had commented, "Nice job blurring out the background. Quote is way less impactful when it comes from someone streaming in their closet."
Oh!
It's really funny.
Yeah.
And this is what kicked off their little war.
Oh. Oh.
They,
Oh.
This is what Knobs did.
Listen, Vamp, that is a mean tweet. Look at the meanness
That
in
is
that
a funny tweet. I actually like that tweet. Has he been called a kumatard yet?
he will be.
Because that's what we say to him all the time. It's like, sit down, kid. Oh, that's glorious.
All the glory.
So it went from this to he supports doxing. Even though
Is this how you end up supporting doxing?
I think so. But I mean, if
You point out that Augie's in a closet and you're a doxer.
But you can clearly see the coat, even with it blurred, you can see the coat rack.
Jesus. I am,
I see someone typing and I'm waiting with bated breath.
I'm now pretty clear on knowing why this is the way it is now.
Now, did Knobs probably end up saying something really, really stupid? Probably it's Knobs.
Well, right here it doesn't look like he did.
No, not right here. I just mean later on. As
Did he say something stupid later?
I'm waiting for it. I'm kind of blocked by a lot of these.
Is
people,
Augie
so-
balding?
I don't think so. I think it's just like something with his hair.
I don't know. It might be fucking around with that hat.
It might be
I
the
don't know.
hat.
The way
it
that
could-
hat looks, I don't know. I was like, dude, he's a kid. Is he balding already?
I don't think so.
I knew a kid who was bald by the time he was 17. Like, he looked 40, and I was like, that's fucked up.
That's depressing.
Yeah, that's cruel.
That's
Even.
mean genetics. It's like you get
Yeah.
like like some of your younger years before you completely figure yourself out, and you've got like this full head of hair, and then by the time you hit like 17, it's gone.
I see what you mean there. I really hope that is just his hat fucking with him.
I
there.
think it.
Yeah,
might
I
be,
don't
Like,
I don't wish baldness on a fucking 18-year-old.
no, I think
That's fucked up.
I'm pretty sure it's just like black and white. The black and whiteness. The
God, I hope so.
the hat, the shadow. Yeah, when they
I-
stuck that filter over top that image, I think it kind of fucked with the shadows and the contrast.
Man, I hope so. That would be cruel.
He's got the Moxley bangs going on there.
That would just be cruel.
You said Moxley. I heard Moxie, and I'm like, wait.
He's got the Moxley bangs, yeah. He's just kind of going bald, but he's got the bangs hanging over the front.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Crowd probably doesn't, but
3 people got that.
Yeah.
We need the little telltale thing at the top of the screen. 4 people got that.
Alex's obscure wrestling references.
I don't think it'll be too productive, but here's another thing. There's no teeth to any of this. This whole thing with Knobs, nobody on his side is going to agree with them. Nobody on their side will agree with him. No teeth to this at all. Nothing there. It's just a random shot in the dark of throwing accusations at people. You support doxing. What? Why would he support doxing? Where's the proof for that? Over there. Where's there? What are you talking about? What's over there? Well, he said something about war. I don't know if that means that. I don't know if that's what that means. Nah, I think that's what he meant.
Okay, so there was a video posted, and a very kind, gracious soul TLDR'd it for me. They found a thread
Okay.
in which the guy who doxed John Swan jumped in with Knobs. Swan sent a DM to Knobs asking him to stop interacting with his doxer. There was banter back and forth. Knobs finally said he would stop interacting with Swan's doxer when Swan took down the tweet dunking on him.
Oh, so that's why okay, he cropped that part out.
Swan
so John
refused,
Swan is
therefore
asking
Knobs
people,
supports
hold on,
doxing.
wait. You can't interact with people who put out other people's doxes.
No.
I'm gonna go get coffee. And the brother's gonna cut loose when he gets back. This is my favorite thing I've heard all day. I did not know that's how this was. I will be right fucking back. Holy shit. What a thing to have missed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see the Killing Joke has thrown too. Someone call Hogan brother. Knobs is at it again. That he is. Oh, wow. bunch of tweets. Let's see here.
Okay, I'm
Seconds,
back.
2 seconds before you start, and I'm
Oh,
absolutely
no.
certain it was Augie demanding Knobs come on. Knobs,
Demanding he come on what?
who seems probably his stream, but or a stream, but Knobs is simply saying, too busy, maybe another day. Not sure what this is about either, but I'm not interested in your commentary, bros. Dogpiling on me again. When was the first time? He's been calling out H3, and he responds to Alfie from over AIU side a lot.
Okay. All right. He agrees with them on the H3 thing. I guarantee. Guarantee.
Don't call out Twitter for election meddling since they're helping my side. Ethan deleted his tweet calling out Trump. No, he's still doing the pseudo politics stuff. Like that's what he's still being Knobs.
All right. Killing Joke gave to and says, someone call
I read
Hogan
it.
brother. Knobs is at it again. I don't know what Knobs I like or dislike more or less than the other one. The Brian Knobs or that Knobs. I don't know which fucking one. Okay, what am I looking at here? Okay, I've been tagged. Is that guy
What guy?
with the video everybody keeps going around with? I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. If you'll phonetic spell your name out for me, I can go with that. Van Tactician? Is that what it is? Like Van Tactician? Or is this foreign and I'm fucking something up? Because this is how these conversations always happen, where somebody's like, well, actually, that spells Claude. Is it one of those days? Vanta Tactician. Okay. I needed to add in a "t" to the van. Okay.
Wow.
Vanta Tactician. Okay, fine. It's
The
not
first-
Claude. Yeah, it was decent for first. I just look at it, I was like, oh no. This is somebody's gonna like their name's gonna be like Rupert, but it's spelt with a bunch of different shit. Okay. No. No, Bobo X did not apologize. What would he apologize for? When would that have been? When did he say he apologized? I have never heard of this.
Neither have I.
What would he have apologized for? I got no context for what you're talking about right now, and that makes me feel bad, like kind of bad for it. Like I'm feel totally blank on what situation he has apologized for. Anyone ever heard of it? Did he do this on Twitter where I'm not at?
Where a lot
Where
of
did
us
this
can't
happen?
see it because we're blocked.
Maybe that happened. Maybe it's like that. Oh, Vantha said it's secret. What's secret? What do you mean?
Private stream.
Oh.
Oh.
What? Wait. All right, hold on. This is more of that shit I don't know about.
Man, I don't pay attention to these people when like I'm doing regular normal people stuff.
Same. That's what people like Jessica are for.
Wow.
I'm not,
That's
it's not a lie.
That was really backhanded, Alex.
I'm just saying, that's what she always does. She's like, hey, look, this is the stuff I found.
Backhanded
Hold on,
as
hold on.
fuck.
All right, so if I remember right, he was doing this thing. He's putting out a video about this private stream that they had. And apparently on that stream, he tries to tell someone that he apologized to me. I'm thinking that Boblax is trying to tell people that like me and him are cool and he apologized for that situation and it's all good and that's why he's different when he tries to flag and get accounts terminated. Oh man. Oh man. There are things happening. Okay. I will wait until that guy's video comes out. We will take a look at that whenever it makes its way to the people, but fuck. Mm. Mm. Why even lie about that? I think like the me and Boblex, I was pretty clear on all the it didn't have to be a thing where me and him gave a fuck about each other at all. Take my shit down if you're gonna talk about people stealing content. And do that. He wanted to like go to war and email YouTube to terminate my account and shit because I didn't want to let him steal from me because that made him uncomfortable. I don't know. But apparently he's telling people that he apologized to me. And I don't know. It's a dishonest little shit. It gets to a part where like I really think that these kids, if somebody just knocked the shit out of them at least once or twice. Kyrie said, wait a heretical second. He apologized on a private stream that we obviously wouldn't see and not directly to talk. I have no idea what's going on. Same. I'm pretty sure that what's gone on with this video that we saw the preview for yesterday is an Augie stream or something got leaked. That he had privated or whatever. I don't fucking know. And Boblax is freaking out on this stream, and he probably claims that he was apologizing to me. That's over the top absurd, actually. Why would he even bother with such a claim? Who would believe that? Chosen Reborn gave 2, and he said, Turkey Tom body Boblax. It was amazing. Is it? Okay, where is that? Where is that happening? Did that happen on Twitter too? Like, is everything going very badly for them in the today? And I didn't even get to the fucking thing about how you can message people and tell them, do not interact with my doxers. Do not interact with people who spread doxes. Well, if that's how it is, well, you guys, pretty sure you're fucked then on that front. Right? Or am I crazy? Right? Somebody? Oh, shit.
I've been muted. I'm an idiot.
I didn't notice that Leader had been kicked out of the call.
I was saying you were right, but maybe I'm crazy.
Oh god damn. Apparently it's not just no BS, it's no BS news now. It's fucking weird. Okay, so we're gonna do this standard thing real quick. I need someone to let me know right now. John Swan go on the kill stream?
Did he?
I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Hmm? You don't know. Huh. I'm just saying it's a bit peculiar. This is a bit peculiar. Now, if we're gonna start going with this is gonna be the the deal we go with here. Oh, it's gonna be slim pickings. I don't think anybody's gonna be allowed to talk to anybody. I know his friends go on the kill stream. I don't know if he goes on. Right? Sucker gave to and said, I'm crazy, but not wrong. I'm pretty sure Nick and Augie and Bo Blacks have all been on the kill stream, but I don't know about John Swan. I'm curious. Is it okay for John Swan to talk to people who dox people? But for some reason, No BS isn't allowed to talk to people. He needs to take cues from an 18-year-old copyright expert. Is that what's happening? I'm gonna need some clarification.
There's something that doesn't quite sit right with me about all that. We're not allowed to talk to people who someone's not allowed to speak to people who speak to doxers. People jump on kill stream. All very weird. Doesn't sound like straight up.
Ralph doxed somebody 5 minutes ago. Didn't he? It was his ex-girlfriend. He put all her shit out there.
Shit, yeah. There's videos of him going out there and saying, what was it? He went out there like screaming, he'd be happy that he'd be happy to dox Volch's gun as well.
Well, you don't even have to go with the videos, dude. You can just go see it. You can just go to his website, and he doxed his ex-girlfriend. He'll dox whoever, and he'll talk about it, like you said in that video. So, I mean, it's blatant. Pretty blatant doxer there. But that's cool. I don't know. Fuck that. That seems like some bullshit. See, here's the thing. When I started talking about this, I thought this would be such a non-topic. I ain't put it in the fucking thing. I ain't put it in the fucking title. That's how non-issue I thought this was. This has turned out to be the most interesting topic, and the other two are kind of, fuck them, we could throw them to... Alright, so, I'm going to touch on one of them real quick, and we can come back to this in a second. Remember how Ralph was talking about sharing videos around and shit like that last week? Anybody? A week or two ago when his video was released? Remember that? Anyone? Bueller. I should just do the Bueller thing from now on. God damn it. There. Okay. This is a weird fucking thing to find in the back of all that shit. Now, I don't know if, I think I heard Vamp come back. You're back, right? No, she ain't back. Fuck. Alright, we'll look at it in a minute. But do you guys remember the stance Oh, Boblex was a guest on Drunken Peasants live stream. I don't think they're doxers. But if he was over on Drunken Peasants live, why the fuck? Why are the Drunken Peasants inviting someone onto their live stream who has asked YouTube to terminate my channel? Oh my god, they're not allowed to talk to him. They're not allowed. Leader,
My good man.
can you word a very strongly worded letter? Just write it out right now. Just pin that shit right now. Strongly worded letter to the Drunken Peasants and let them know they are not allowed to interact with people who told YouTube to terminate my channel.
Oh, drunken peasants, how I am ashamed of the conduct. I am here to put you on notice, sir, that your actions have been left wanting. That you have invited onto your stream someone who wished to terminate someone else's account on YouTube, and that is wrong, sir. That is wrong.
Leader's great. Look, can you get a sincerely in there?
Sincerely.
Should make sure
Leader.
that they, yeah.
The rest of
Leader, emissary of the Kumite. Say emissary.
Emissary.
Oh. I feel like I am hearing a strongly worded letter to the Drunken Peasants. Well, if it's any consolation, I killed Billy last night in Dead by Daylight.
Really?
I didn't even know he played. He showed up in my chat and he was just like, it wasn't until after the match that I recognized your name. What's up? That was funny.
How bad did you kill him?
Well, I'm learning Huntress, so I kind of kept sniping his team.
Should have killed the fuck out of them. Can't
I did.
believe
I
that they have
4K'd.
platform people who tried to terminate my channel.
No, did I 4K? No, I gave someone hatch. I was going to hook them, but I saw the hatch. I'm like, here you go.
You bullied and then mercied them. Okay.
Yes.
That's nice.
Okay, so
I don't know. I'm very, very disappointed right now.
I've got these screenshots. Weird. It seems to be from one Ethan Ralph.
Ethan Ralph.
Ethan
What?
Ralph. Also, wasn't Leader here wording a strongly worded letter?
To the Drunken Peasant.
Mercy bullying, yes.
So these are fun stances. These are stances that are all about revenge porn. I'm taken aback. Look at that. This is back a few years. I can't believe they shared revenge porn of Andy Worski. Pardon? Was there revenge porn with Andy Worski? Hello?
There was.
Doctor? Fucking anybody? Is that that was a thing? I don't remember that. Oh, the other thing is Ralph is obviously saying revenge porn bad, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm noticing here is When did Andy have revenge porn release? This is tweets about an event that didn't take place.
Yeah, if this was 2016, he was still with Sinead. I don't know.
I'm not trying to be a bully, and I'm not trying to talk shit. I think Ralph is really dumb and got talked into a comment thread about an event that didn't take place because he's fucking dumb. Think I'm right or wrong?
I wouldn't put it past Ralph to just say shit that would make him try to look better, but this doesn't really make him look better. But maybe he thought it would.
Look at it. It makes sense. You tell me, did this ever happen?
No.
Chat. Did this ever happen? Anyone? Where the fuck did this come from?
I don't know.
Bob said yes. When?
Let's help. The Saint is looking. Even if Alex will undersell what she does.
Andy released a nude when he was hacked. That was like last year, not 2016.
Like, yeah, Andy released that nude when he was, quote unquote, hacked. According to Crint, Mothra Girl. I mean, his phone was hacked.
Mm-hmm. His phone was hacked.
Totally.
I remember that. That's like last year. It's weird that he's had more than one revenge porn thing, if that's the case.
Kinda, yeah.
I hope this isn't the case, but I know it is the case. There was another one. There was another revenge porn incident. Even if it, wasn't him releasing it, it was... Why are they like this? Okay. Someone has explained it to me. This is another incident kind of thing. But not quite. They thought it was. But he did not get revenge porn released of him. But somebody had said that they were at it. They've said the same thing about Remember when like everybody was like, I have the Sargon porn. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that.
Oh, just some dude that
Mm-hmm.
looks like them. Okay.
Yeah, that.
That's really, really lame.
Oh, yes. But that it's like that.
Okay, that's really dumb.
It's always something. They always just make. This is why that side of YouTube is so fucking useless. They have nothing to say, so they'll just make something up. And then when they do have something to say, everybody feels, oh, this is huge. And it's like, is it? Because you just did it 5 minutes ago. Remember 2 weeks ago when you said that you were interviewing that guy? Now when you really interview him, it doesn't seem like you're interviewing him. Uh. What is this? Fuck you have to drag up. I have killing jump point. Ugh. Samsung phones are legitimately easy to hack. It's happened to 2 people who had similar experiences. They could be, but fucking. I don't. There's just. It's a very cringy part of YouTube that I've seen, and it's not just YouTube. I guess it's a part of the internet. It's the type of person who will be on Kiwi forums. That is the type of person who will pretend that something is someone's porn because they want to pretend, hey, look guys, I found the porn of this thing. We're laughing at it. It's like, yeah, it's not real though. Like, you're just kind of lying. No, it's real. Like, they all used to tell this story of this big crazy orgy happening at VidCon because they all want to believe that. That's the kind of shit that they want to believe happens. Because then it's not just, look, it's not just people who are doing stuff on YouTube. God, they're like a cult and they're having orgies. No, you guys are a cult. You're fucking weird. You need to go outside. Stop looking at screens so much. It's like right now, even while I'm talking into the microphone, I'm looking out a window. There's shit happening out there. It's decent. But I ignore that. Time to talk about more people on the screen real quick. So, back to the thing about John Swan and all them and how it's so cool. So cool to hop in people's DMs and tell them who they can and can't talk to. This is weird because yesterday we were talking about freedom of association. And then today something weird like this gets said. Should it be wrong to talk to somebody who has done something you disagree with? Yes or no? Should it be wrong?
I don't think so. I mean, as long as they haven't done like, well, even I guess it depends on the severity of what they did.
Hmm?
I mean, I wouldn't want to talk to a pedophile. You know?
Reasonable.
Well, no, that's again, we go way to the extreme on it. But yeah, that seems like a reasonable. I don't want to talk to pedophiles. Seems like a safe stance that nobody is going to consider very controversial. I don't like some of this other shit though. It's like again, like I don't like people on the kill stream. Does that mean that no one should ever be allowed to talk to Ralph? No. I know the same right. As much as people may not get this because just the way that some people think, it's fine to talk to people if you don't agree with them.
Okay.
You can talk to people you don't agree with, and it's not a big fucking deal. I guess it can be a big deal.
So I got sent a few things. They're just
Oh, no.
caps from I think the boards. But
Oh,
in April 22nd of 2019, Some user said, I think something fishy as fuck happened to Turk February, aka the guy who made those pretty good Schmurky and Miami Gunt disaster documentaries. He uploaded a video titled Andy Worski's Penis and had his channel taken down for hate speech within 10 minutes. Did Andy pull a mundane Matt? But apparently the guy in question, his account got deleted.
What?
Like within 10 minutes of posting a video about Andy.
Okay, and nobody got the video. I take it, right?
Yeah. Because it was
They
like
always say,
within 10
here's what's
minutes.
weird. They always say, did Andy pull a mundane Matt? All right, mundane Matt did the thing that one time. At this point, it would be pulling an Andy. It would be pulling a Ralph.
Yeah. I'm being informed that the person who posted the thing about that channel going down is a Ralph Worski A-log. He does documentaries. Oh, the guy in question is a guy that just follows everything that those two do. And he's done like little documentaries on them, but his account's gone.
I don't know who that guy is.
I don't either.
But what had he done?
He made videos on Andy and Ralph,
Well,
from what I'm being told.
all right. I guess he's. Did he come back under anything else, or that was it? That was that. Never heard about it again. Know what you're saying? Like he just never came back?
I guess.
Fuck. All right then. I'm not familiar with him. What if it? Are you sure he didn't just straight up upload the penis and then be like, "Oh, I got flagged down"? Yeah, some of them do dumb shit when they're ready to be done. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
no
whether
idea.
he did or not. I'm just saying it could have been a thing he did. So, is that what we're talking about? 2016?
You got me.
Or no, 2019. So last year.
2019.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if we heard about this or not. I feel like I didn't. If it was that long ago, like it seems like something someone would have mentioned. Guy never came back. So are people saying that he had hacked their phones and got the image? What's being said? What's the implication here? Was it? You said it was taken down for hate speech, not nudity. So what happened?
I don't know. I'm getting information as we speak.
Weird. Well, fuck it. I guess I'll just talk about. I'll talk about another thing real quick. Tipster's doubled down on the idea that using clips under fair use, that is stealing and that is stolen content. But has yet to call his friend Boblax out publicly or make a single tweet talking about how his friend Boblax steals content. That happened. Double, triple, quadruple down now. He's been told a few times. Like, a few times at this point, he's been told this is what's up. And every one of those, I don't know, he just chooses to keep being shit. And he's allowed to, I guess.
Mm.
He can keep being shit. But the fact that he goes this far out of his way to excuse the actions of Bo Blacks and keep throwing shit, it's going to bite him in the ass eventually. Even though his Twitter gets shut down every 5 minutes, it's going to bite him in the ass eventually. Fuck, man, I don't know why he bothers with Twitter. I think this is like since we've known about how bad the Twitter problem for him was in the past year or so. This is like 8, 9, 10 Twitters. I don't know. I'm not in particular impressed with the motherfucker, but I don't want to hate somebody like Tipster. Like that weak of a dude. I don't want to hate him. I don't really want to know him either. Just some fake little, well, I can't say little, but some fake motherfucker. Who cares? George Brigg joined the press corps. Appreciate it. You can now look at Twitter without being told that you're going into private information. Congratulations.
Are you sure? Because, we're part of the press corps and we've been told that is.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Probably.
They must not know.
You must not know what.
Must not know we're part of the press corps. Nick
What about-
must have not known.
Nick must have not known.
Yeah, he must not known we're part of the press corps that day.
Mm.
He wouldn't have got all mad.
Well,
Stop true.
Nick told us to go look at that shit. And then got mad when we went and looked at it and found something to make fun of him with. That isn't the same. So, I don't. No, fuck it. I don't even want to go to another conversation. I want to go all the way back to that thing we were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck? Like, for real, why the fuck? Did this become a thing? If they're allowed to say this of, hey, you can't talk to people who spread doxes and shit like, if you can do that, how far does this spread?
Well, talking to Keem's a big no-no.
Yeah, you couldn't talk to Keemstar, but they seem fine with him.
Ralph's a
Today.
no-no.
Didn't Nick help when they were doxing that Just Destiny guy? Right? Right? No? Yes?
I would assume the amount of things they've said not to do
Mm-hmm.
in the past, and they still talk to Keem, considering all the things Keem has done.
Here's the thing. Oh no, not here's the thing. Here's my phone ringing. Okay. Do your damnedest to hold the people for about 2 minutes. I have to make sure this shit gets sent.
All right. So,
I got something.
leader, it's up to you.
Vamp, have you guys seen that clip yet? I also don't want to spoil something that's coming up.
I don't think I have, so I'll kind of hold off until it gets big.
Well, I mean, it'd probably be better with Tonka here. There's, I think it is the Chosen Reborns making a video, and there's this clip. It's golden. where Bo Blacks gets called out on the RFC about his behavior. And what is it? I streamed for, I shit you not, like 3 hours earlier. Right? For some reason, my OBS does this thing where it'll tell me that it can hear the game sounds. It'll be like a little green thing. It's not.
Oh.
It's not hearing anything my desktop's doing. It says yeah, we're doing it, but it's not. There won't be, and unless you're like looking for the little green bars, you won't notice it's there. And if you see the tick, you'll be there. And so I streamed for like a couple of hours without game sounds on, and I feel real bad about it. But
You did what?
I done goofed.
What?
Oh,
What are you
his-
doing?
Done goof.
He was
done-
sending me something that I think he wants that he would like everyone to be shown from. It's a clip that Chosen Reborn has posted about 14 hours ago.
Clip the Chosen Reborn post. Right?
You'll listen, Tonka. You'll like this. I'm kind of worried I'm stealing like something the show maybe saving for later on, a topic. It's all right.
But it's all right.
It's all right. You'll like this.
Okay.
You'll like this.
Chosen tagged Redman Radio and Dr. Herb and said, "You gotta see this." It's a 27-second clip.
Oh, you're gonna be wowed. Your head's gonna be blown the fuck up.
Yeah,
This is
apparently
like
it's wow worthy. So let me get this all queued up. Da-da-da-da-da.
By the way, this whole like you may see some Dr. Herb stuff over this. Fantastic Twitter account. I love that guy. 10 out of 10. Just say. I was gonna make a joke with that where I made this, but whatever.
There we go.
Okay.
Now, should I show this as well, leader? Or is the audio
I don't think
sufficient?
there was anything. Yeah, I don't think you can show. Yeah, you can show the audio. Yeah, the audio is perfect for it.
I can show the audio. Gotcha.
Show the.
Let them see the words.
Wavelengths.
All right, chat. You got your listening eyes on? Let's go.
Didn't you used to make like? Didn't
I
you have
still
that
do.
video, like really bad video about like Twitch thoughts? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
didn't you strike a video down after going on a whole tirade about how it's so bad?
Opening up the wound. All right, guys. I think that's been a fun episode of the After Hours.
Downward spiral. Downward spiral. Downward spiral.
Didn't you?
What's that clip of Monkey Jones at the end?
Yeah, that's good.
All I know is
Downward
that
spiral.
Nick going, that's it for today, dog.
That's it for today, dog.
See, they all talk about how they. It's the do mundane bat, until it comes to their friend,
That's it for today.
who is worse than mundane Matt. Worse than mundane Matt ever was. Boblax indiscriminately is going around trying to get. Well, it's not really indiscriminately. It's whoever says things he doesn't like, and he will get you flagged down. Or he'll just hit YouTube up and be like, "Please terminate." Excuse me,
not a good
YouTube,
look.
terminate, please. That's the thing, he's not the next mundane Matt. He's the first Bo Black. Because you got all these fucking motherfuckers running around simping for a man. I know we call him a kid all the time because he's young, but he's grown folk. They're simping for this grown man.
That neck is long. It is aged.
People are going, they're fine with it. Because it's him.
Yes.
Because they're friends with him.
Yes.
Where are the fucking expose bullshits?
Over here.
Worse than mundane Matt. Worse than how many videos? Type into your shit right now. How many times? Just type worse than mundane Matt. See how many times these guys' names show up.
where is the thought destroyers at? Where
Honestly,
are those?
I could think it would be you could type in worse than Mundane Matt or worse than Susie Lou, and you're gonna get a slew of videos on either topic.
A slew of videos.
Like
on
if
either
it's a
topic.
chick doing it, it's gonna be worse than Susie Lou. If it's a guy doing it, it's worse than Mundane Matt.
That's so fucking weird. Like I
But
feel
not
like
Bo Blacks.
No, not Bo Blacks. I'm
Uh-huh.
stealing for putting clips together to tell a story. He's not stealing by re-uploading entire live streams.
Uh-huh.
That's the logic. Those are the
Entire
hoops they
drama
jump
alert
through.
videos.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's live streams are different. Okay, what about drama alert videos?
Okay.
Nobody would re-upload entire commentary videos. Yeah, except Bo Blacks. Bo Blacks does that. Yeah, Augie, you do that too. Didn't you upload all that fucking guys' videos because you thought they would go away, so you re-uploaded all of them? Didn't you do that, homie? Oh, you didn't do that. Okay, cool. Okay, I just making sure. I'm just saying. This is the fucking. Is this hard to fucking grasp? Like, is it that hard for everyone else to see? Is it just something that people around here fucking catch? That's irritating as shit.
What, do unto your neighbor as you would yourself?
they would do unto you, yeah.
This weird fucking standard of them being able to be. I don't know, like the guy there, he called him out. But then they're all like, okay, let's sweep it under the rug. Let's walk away. Nick specifically. You know, the one who calls people out for doing the wrong thing. Remember, isn't that his gimmick? Didn't you used to tell me that was his gimmick, leader?
I believe that's what he said, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Nick is the one who calls people out for doing the wrong thing. What happened right there? What happened right there?
Well,
guys,
this
has been an interesting.
Whoa, dog.
I have heard him do that kind of stuff when it's
Whoa,
not.
dog, hold on a minute. We just need to just calm down. Everybody needs to shut the fuck up in the show.
He will literally jump into streams to call me a doxer. He did that one. He jumped onto Augie's stream to say that I was doxing AP once. Because he's an idiot and was talking about shit he didn't know. And didn't know that AP had ran around doing live streams as his actual name and with his picture. But apparently, well, they're doxing AP. I don't know if you know this or not.
Yeah,
he hopped on a live stream to call me a doxer.
Yeah.
And he was wrong. He just jumped on a live stream to lie about me. But when his friend lies right in front of him, or when his friend is called out right in front of him, what does he do? Oh, well, let's go. I hate that Porky Pig motherfucker. All these dudes could just stop. Just stop all that shit. If your guy did something wrong, call him out frequently and don't associate until he corrects. Or you can be, well, he does have a lot of subs. Fuck Bo Blacks. He deserves somebody to slap the shit out of him. I think that would do all these guys a world of good. Somebody slap the shit out of them. Fucking idiot. Cowards. Just coward motherfucker. Terrified of their own goddamn shadows. Terrified of fucking, oh God, I have a friend who's about to do something really stupid that's going to make it hard for me to do what I want to do. It's dumb. I don't know. If you like if you like Nick Diorio, then one of the typical things that gets said you will get two things. Either you think he's funny, or he does a good job of calling things out. Can somebody do me a favor? Can you play that audio again of the person being mowed down with a shotgun and Nick just being like, "Whoa, dog, we got to get out of here."
Yeah, I can play it again for the audience.
Okay, do that again.
Okay, let's let the audience hear this again.
This is Blind Eye 101.
You used to make like, didn't
I
you
still
have that
do.
video, like really bad video about like Twitch thoughts? Or
Yeah, didn't you strike a video down after going on a whole tirade about how it's so bad?
Opening up the wound.
All right, guys. I think that's been a fun episode of the After Hours.
After all the fucking shit that they've done over the past year.
That's been a fun episode of the After Hours.
All the shit they've called out. Or said that they were calling out. Whatever. However you want to look at it. Whatever it is.
I think what's even
After
worse.
all that shit.
It's
when that is called out and shown like that, it's like, well, yeah, sweepy. A little sweepy.
little sweepy.
Porky Pig put on his Janny outfit real fucking quick.
Yeah, was that Turkey Tom kid?
No idea who that is. I
recognize their name. They popped up every so often, but
probably have seen them. I'll tell you this. If you are hanging out with that crew and you have at any point been able to just be cool with the dumb shit that they fucking pulled for the past year, not said something about it. You know, pretending that she's stealing from anime companies. If you went along with that for 5 minutes of your life, I don't know if I can deal with you. That's not me trying to be an asshole. It's not me trying to be fucked up, but I don't know if I can deal with you. If you spend any portion of your life giving a fuck about some girl watching fucking anime on YouTube and saying, she's stealing from anime companies. Fuck anime companies. And fuck you.
Hey Tonka, do you have the string pulled up?
Yeah. What happened?
He doesn't hide it.
Don't hide what?
His bias.
Well, that's what his content's centered around now. See, back before, it was like, I call things out no matter what they are, blah, blah, blah. Now it's moved to, well, I cover what interests me because that's his gimmick at this point. That's how you cover yourself on not having to say anything about your friends and putting up videos about your fucking buddies. And you just be like, well, I made a video about Keemstar, so obviously I'm not a Keemstar dick sucker. No, you made that video once you realized that you were in entirely too deep. That's when you made that video. You were sitting there with Keemstar and a pedophile who swats people and realized maybe you had fucked up. So you just cut tie and made a video. You can pretend you did something different, but there are people who know the truth, man. You did that shit to save your own neck. And you still didn't save it. You ended up getting doxxed by the fucking pedophile swatter doxer guy you were looking into Just Destiny with. So that went well.
Doxer swatter guy.
That's some shit.
It's like that, just the description. So nicely sums up the piece.
Fucking retreat.
Whoa, dog. So, I don't remember anyone asking Nick to make a video.
I think it would be simple to simply tweet. Boblax might be worse than Mundane Matt and Susie Lou at this point, because, by the way, at this point, he is. What he's done has surpassed anything that they've ever been accused of. No. We have proof that he directly sending emails to YouTube. Can you terminate this person? We've seen him steal people's shit, upload it, monetize it. We have proof of that. We have proof of the other thing I said. We have proof that he flagged people. We have proof that he'll flag more people. We have proof that he flagged even more people than we've seen before. We know what he does. We have all proof. No speculation required. None of this, H3H3 is to blame. I know that they did it. None of that dumb shit. We have proof. What comes up? Here's straight up proof. This motherfucker's flagging. Here, take it. What do you got? Nothing. Not a peep. Why? Other than it's their friend, he's allowed to flag. Flagging's bad unless it's anybody around them doing it, like Ralph. Where's the Ralph flagging coverage? Did they do any of that? No, they didn't. Ralph flagged channels down, like straight up, hit up D-Live. Hey, take those channels down, and they did. Just like Boblex tried to do with fucking YouTube. It's fucking stupid. But it's repetitive. Keeps happening, and nothing's going to change because nobody's going to do anything. No big content creators. They're really touching that. It's left to somebody like Chosen Reborn guy. He's got a couple hundred subs, and he'll cover Boblax flagging down channels and trying to get people terminated. Meanwhile, I'm over here having to get Leader to dictate a fucking letter over to the fucking drunken peasants to please stop associating with people who are fucking... Do you get how comical this is?
I'm just gonna leave this.
They will look at you and tell you who you are allowed to speak to and who you can't speak to. But they are also allowed to flag you. Because not a fucking one of them's gonna say anything. Imagine this. Imagine if Boblax isn't stupid enough to fucking type on Twitter, "You're right, I'm gonna go flag him." Imagine if Boblax isn't stupid enough to just outright give it away that he's the one who did it. You won't know who did it. Bet your ass that's what the other ones do. If they're ever caught flagging, it won't matter because not a goddamn one of them's going to say anything about it. They have their boy right here, flagging people openly, stealing people's content openly. None of them say shit. And when one of them does, let's sweep it under the rug. Let's move away from that. Why are you hanging out with a guy who's flagging down people's channels and asking for people to be fucking terminated straight to YouTube with an email? And then got the fucking nerve to turn around and be like, please don't interact with the people who dox me on Twitter. Fuck you. I'll knock your fucking teeth out just for having the fucking nerve to even say that to people. Somebody should knock your fucking head off. Bullshit. You gotta get fucking real. This is why people fucking can't deal with these goddamn... They're so dumb now. They're so much more geared toward trying to be cool on the internet than trying to be fucking anything else.
Anything real?
Not even anything real. They care more about trying to get a number to grow beside their name on a screen than anything else in the world.
Oh no, I find it like if you want to call people out for flag doxing, does it not make more sense to deal with this stuff? To
Leader.
deal with color blacks?
Leader, hold on. Let me put this in another fucking context for you. No BS is a 30-something-year-old man. John Swan is an 18-year-old copyright expert. And he tried to tell him who he is allowed to speak to.
It's pretty funny.
This is a thing that happened. This is what happens when you get hopped up on clout.
This is honestly, it sounds like something straight out of like this sounds like something straight out of like, you know, lunchtime at school. Like, you're hanging with those people, they aren't cool. If you hang with those people, you're not. Some dumb shit like that. It's like, so I've like, God, you're not living your life if you're listening to what I'm saying. That's what I say. These morons like going around telling who you could associate with on the internet. That's like, that's some dumb shit.
A little bit.
I mean, like, outside of, I feel as if there is like a reasonable way. You don't talk to that guy. It's probably, you know, there's people on the internet who probably will do more harm to you in the long run than help you. Or, you know, they're just general, like, just the worst pieces of shit. Probably don't talk to them, because that does say something about yourself. But, you know, whatever. I can't stop you.
Well, yeah. Dude, look. There's a lot more to life, for goddamn sure. But just think of how hopped up on your own shit you have to be at 18 years old to walk up to a 30-something-year-old man. Or not walk up to them, but message them and tell them who you think they are and are not allowed to talk to.
I think this is what they do. I think this is sort of like, this may be like...
Yes, they're allowed to speak to whoever they want.
No. I think, like, listen, if they're doing it to other people, there's probably quite a bit of in-policing themselves about who is in and who is not in. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think about. That's what I think. Usually it's a reflection. Usually these types of behaviors like are a reflection of something else. So I mean, maybe there's a whole bunch of people out there that are not cool right now. That YouTuber made a video on my friend. We don't talk to that one. I know, some dumb shit like that. I can see it. I can see it happening.
Maybe. There's no YouTuber that, I don't know, there's... Spoiler, guys, opening up a YouTube account doesn't mean anything other than you opened up a YouTube account. That's all it means. You did not just become cool. You did not just become a celebrity. People do not now have to listen to everything you say.
Even if it was a celebrity, I ain't letting no fucking celebrity tell me how to live. You can go fuck yourselves. I don't care. Fucking Tom Cruise comes at me. You shouldn't talk to this person. Tom Cruise could go suck a dick. This is what I'm gonna say.
Damn, son.
See what it did? Terrible.
Tell Tom Cruise to suck a dick.
Well, it's, you know, fucking, that's what I do. That's why no one tells me how
that's
to
what,
live.
That's what I do.
Oh, yeah, that's what
That's
fucking
what I
leader is
do.
known for. The rebellious leader.
Don't.
That's what I fucking do.
Kairu wants everyone to know they absolutely do not like their friends talking to people they personally don't like. I don't know where Kairu would have got that idea from, but I'm inclined to believe him. No?
True,
You don't buy it?
Shock.
Oh.
That was funny.
Oh, it is fun.
As for Kari, I don't think that's true. I think he's lying to us. He's pushing an agenda.
You call a Kairu a liar?
He's joshing. He's joshing us.
I don't
I'm
think
sure.
you want to do this.
I'm calling Cairo a fucking weeb.
I don't think you want to go down this road.
You know what, Alex? I think that's true. I
Yeah,
think he is a weeb.
I don't think you can go down this road.
Fucking weeb.
Disgusting weeb. He likes all the anime girls.
Yeah, he does. Fucking weeb. Degenerate.
That's the word.
That's what you got, degenerate. Fuck off. Okay. I'll throw it down here. When I went over to Augie's stream, his gimmick and his idea of saying that, the reason he kicked me out, well, he didn't want to say anything. He wouldn't talk to blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not going to talk to your fucking 15-year-old co-host. You fucking said you wanted to have you. I was like, all right, I'll go over on your fucking show. Went to your show, and your 15-year-old co-host tried to talk to me. That ain't going to fucking work. It's very simple. If you're going to talk all the shit you talk, then it should be expected for you to back that shit up a little bit. Have some shit behind it. And make that shit something more than they're my friend or I don't like them. That's gonna work wonders for you as far as you getting your points across and shit. But I'll throw it out there that I would talk to him. We can try to do that again, and maybe this time you won't run away like a little bitch because you're afraid of a calm Tonka. Not that you wouldn't have been afraid of a yelling Tonka, or that you would be afraid of a sleeping Tonka. But the running away from a calm Tonka was a terrible look, and even your friends told you. I think you should try it one more time. And this time, make sure that you bring your big boy britches. Maybe actually try to have a go. And if we do, I will definitely be bringing this bit up. I'll go ahead. I'll drop that one down into the hat, bud. I will definitely be asking you why you can tell people, and the people around you are allowed to tell people that they can't talk to certain people. But it's perfectly okay for you guys to talk to people who dox, people who swat, people who... I'm pretty sure somebody could kick a baby off a bridge, and they'd still figure out a way to talk to them. That's mean. That was mean and too hyperbolic. Mean and too hyperbolic.
Kick a baby off a bridge. Oh,
They
no.
would find a way. They would find a way, I want to say. That it would have been okay to kick that baby off the bridge and have a conversation with the person. Damn it! But who knows? Help for the Guildless gave 10 and said, wasn't there another group that tried this? Cog Failure, Andy Geek. They tried this. You can't be cool with people we don't like, BS. It failed then. It will fail now. I don't know if it'll fail. They're kids. Like, here's the thing. They're, they're kind of in that young mentality of, like, school cliques and shit. It will work in a school clique mentality. But if they grow out of this, and spoiler, at least some of them will. The moment that they grow out of that clique mentality, they will realize that they either walk away or they become teenagers forever.
I just, I just listen with this whole like teenage mentality thing. I think that it's not a matter of like, it's not a realization. You just start to like what they'll do.
Well, just one day you're not doing it anymore. One day you're just not a kid anymore.
Like that. It'll be like that, but they'll be looking at some petty and drama in the group and be like, aren't I too old? Do I really have to hate this guy? Because he called the other guy's mama fat. I don't feel like doing what you tell me to do. I'm my own man. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, fuck you. I won't do what you tell me.
That's it. I swear that. God.
What if I told you, hey, bro, there's a UFO outside? What would you immediately say?
Go out there, take a video of it.
What if I said, look, bro, I can't show it to you, but just know that I know it's out there right now. What's your question now?
I think you're fucking with me, dude.
I wouldn't
This
fuck
boy-
with you, but I know I'm right.
Probably
There's a
just-
UFO outside right now.
I'd be like, all right, go in there, come pick me up. I need some HJs.
You can't see it. You can't go out there and look. I'm sorry.
Why?
You just can't. Just know. I know.
Are you bullshitting me right now? Are you telling me fibs? Are you lying
Okay.
to me?
Now, replace the word UFO with a flag from H3H3 Productions. Do you get what I'm saying? You've never seen a flag from them. It's just as unidentifiable. You've never seen it. But it seems more probable because you've heard of flags, I guess. What Augie's saying right now, that's what it sounds like to me. There's a UFO outside, but I can't let you outside this door to go look at it. But it's out there, trust me.
You're telling me people are making accusations on the internet with very little to no proof?
Little to know.
Fucked. That's messed up.
Oh, ever so slightly.
Hmm.
Just ever so slightly. Okay, here's another thing. What about this? What if I told you?
Is this going to be another UFO euphemism?
No. No. What if I told you
Okay.
I had Bigfoot in the attic?
It's Bigfoot. I'd be like, that's incredible, dude. Let's go up there and take a picture of it together. No, actually, that sounds like a danger. You should probably flee your house. Get out of there. You don't know what it's gonna do. Bigfoot's crazy, dog.
Hmm? Okay,
Why?
so you get it? You're there then?
I get it. I'm there.
There you go then. You're starting to catch on.
Listen, Soda's got this great idea. He says, Bigfoot, fucking Bigfoot. What the fuck, Tonka? Your house is awesome. I think he's on to something.
I mean, it's seasonal. Seasonal properties have Bigfoot. But yeah. Just saying.
No, I know. It's that. It's sort of... How can you...
Just as reasonable?
Little bit of hyperbole there. But yeah, I got you. There's,
Okay,
there's,
here's the thing. I don't know if that's hyperbolic. Have you ever seen a flag from H3H3? Even fucking once.
I have not. I have not. It's about...
Not even once.
No, I haven't.
Never. Okay. Have you ever seen a Bigfoot? Have you ever seen a UFO? I haven't videos. Seen both. And one time I think I saw a UFO when I was a really little kid. But I was a really little kid, and I don't know what the fuck I saw.
I saw some weird shit in high school, but I don't know that was a UFO. It did move pretty fucking weird though.
Some of my what is it? My I think my brother has said he's seen one, and when they were little. My granddad's smartest man you'll ever meet. Both of them. He reckons he saw one up in the sky once, and you know, I think my mum said she went out there and had a look at it as well. I said, yeah, so they're probably out there.
How do you feel about
Crazy.
what Billy said to you with "That's right, leader, rage your little heart out against the machine"? What did you think about it?
Got all this anger in me. I'm a very angry man.
And you're
This
known
machine-
for your anger.
That's it. I'm gonna pick up this machine, throw it through the window, and I'm gonna scream at it. You don't tell me what to fucking do. That's what I think.
Fuck you! I won't do what you tell me. Shit.
There you go.
That's
There it
it.
is. Fuck
That's
you.
it.
Tell me.
Okay.
Holy shit! The chat's just like, chat is just like blowing up with UFO stuff now.
I saw it. Wait, how many of you have seen UFOs? How many people in this chat have seen UFOs? What the fuck? What are you doing?
We have seen some interesting shit, probably.
What are you all fucking aliens?
They're among us.
What are you doing?
It explains everything.
One in the chat if you've seen aliens. Holy shit. But it's unidentified.
just needs
It
to be
is a UFO. Not saying it's aliens. No, I love the way Yen talks. When she asks questions, she always says no question mark. I love it. Never
Listen.
change.
Listen, yet again. I'm not saying I've seen a UFO. I'm not saying I've seen aliens either. But I can tell you this for certain: I've never seen aliens and the UFO together in one place at the same time.
Tells me
Think
said it
about
was
it.
Bo Blacks.
Think about it. The necks. The long necks.
Fuck off. Okay.
No, thank you.
Hold on. Someone here has seen an. Hold on. I'm 1/64th alien on my mother's side, said Thales. Billy
Really?
says, I lost count a long time ago of how many, but I live under a philosophy. If I pretend that I didn't see it, then it's not there.
Thrax says he's saw one decent one. I think.
Okay.
Thrax says he's seen a saucer as well.
Okay.
I wonder if it's the type of
He
saucer that goes
also
on your
lives
stove.
in like that weird part of the states where they just test weird shit.
Hold on. What is that? What was that show that MK Thales used to watch all the fucking time? Coast to Coast AM?
Oh yeah, Art Bell.
Okay. Okay, alright. Alright. We're gonna do it real quick. Alright, we're gonna go coast to coast. Open up the phone lines for someone to come tell us an alien story. I want to know which one of you need to come tell us an alien story, and we're gonna see if it's convincing.
Can we make it anonymous or something like that?
No.
Can we
So
make
an
them anonymous?
No, I
An
Wait.
anonymous viewer comes in.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Get a voice
Don't
changer.
have that.
Hold on. Hold on.
Fuck.
Hold on. We could make them anonymous if they want us to. We could try to make them anonymous. That's a thing we
Pillow
could
over
do.
their name.
Fuck George Norris and Thales.
Yeah, that's who kept claiming Thales. Like he was just trying to share coast to coast with the fan buds.
You got shit.
But no, there was
MK Bo Blacks over here.
there was one very popular coast to coast call-in where a guy came on saying, I work for Area 51 and they got some alien shit going on.
I've heard about that one.
And then like
That
the
was
next
funny.
year he calls very calmly. He's like, so yeah, some people recognize my voice on your show and will ask me about it. I was fucking with you.
No.
Huh.
But like his original call, he's like, okay, I'm at a telephone booth, but I wanted to call in because I want people to know the story. I work at Area 51 and they have aliens in there, but I can't say too much because they're gonna come after me.
That's the greatest troll ever.
And then like the call like will cut. Like I think Bell's show kind of went down due to a power outage, but people listening
yeah,
were like,
that's it, yeah.
oh, they got him.
What a time. Okay, hold on. I'm looking at a thing.
121 strikes in a single day. That was ridiculous.
That's quite a few. That's Bo Black's levels. So that's big numbers. Okay. Grab a people.
Okay,
Let's
I'm
see.
gonna grab.
Let's see if we get a convincing UFO story.
I'm gonna grab Jabbers. Of all the people. Hello, Water Jabbers. Welcome
How's
to
it
Talking
going?
Time. You are on the air.
I have a great alien story, but it didn't happen to me. It happened to a friend of mine.
Oh shit! Well,
Oh,
already
boy.
issues. It is third person, but
Yeah,
fair enough.
But they have it on tape, so it's fine.
What?
Yep.
Nice.
So her and a couple of her friends were out hiking in the mountains, and they came across a crashed alien ship. And so they started exploring the alien ship, and one of them found an egg, I guess, and something jumped out and latched onto his face.
Oh, I hate
So
you. I fucking hate you.
I think I've heard this.
Face hugger.
So they dragged him back to the cabin, and then an alien hatched out of his chest. And then all but my friend
hold
died.
it. An alien hatched out of his chest?
Yeah.
We have a live specimen?
Well, I mean, it's not live anymore, but...
Which one?
Well, both.
Both.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Well,
my friend had to
like,
kill
the
it.
second something like pops out of someone's chest, you shoot it.
Yeah, my friend ended up having to kill it, but it killed all of her friends.
Oh,
But
well.
what if it came in peace?
But hold on. Does she have a cat?
Yeah, she did.
Is the cat okay?
I mean, it is now.
Good.
I don't know what that means, but I don't like it.
I don't know about this story.
It seems a little sus.
No, it's
Yeah.
legit.
It's
totally
ringing bells
legit.
in my head.
A few bells.
I do feel like
shit,
I have heard
you know
this.
what? I saw a news report on this. Is her name Ripley by any chance?
Yeah, how did you know?
It was everywhere.
Oh, well. I mean, I was just trying to help you guys out with your alien stories.
Fucking
If
fool.
you're gonna bring one, at least you brought a good one. It's he picked a good one. Give him that. You could have went with the one with Charlie Sheen in the mid '90s. Anybody remember that one?
Nope.
No.
That's why I didn't go with it.
Oh, yeah, it's the thing. Well, this has been a great and enlightening alien story, and I now feel that my horizons have been broadened a great deal as far as what I think is and is not an acceptable account of alien life.
Yeah, they're totally real.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And that story did nothing but lend credibility to that theory.
It's on film.
Bella
on
is
film.
mad at you.
Bella's mad.
She said you tricked me.
Oh my god. I don't know how she did that.
I don't know how anybody thought I was coming in here with an alien story for real.
I just thought it was gonna be like I saw some weird shit.
What
Not
a
that they're
mean thing to
testing
say to
shit
Bella.
later, but
Oh, well, I mean, when I was a kid, I grew up on an Air Force base, so there were all sorts of unidentified objects, but they weren't aliens. It was
Yeah,
just,
like,
just Air Force testing shit.
like I don't doubt like where Thrax lives that he hasn't seen some really weird shit, but he also lives in the part of the country where they test all those experimental aircrafts. So
Wait, did you preempt the caller?
I told him that in the chat. When
That's
he said
so
it.
That's so dirty. He's about to come in and tell us, he's like, well, there's experimental craft, so like she is poisoning the well.
What? That's what all of the UFO sightings over in Roswell, New Mexico.
Mr.
have been.
Jabbers.
What's up?
Isn't she poisoning the well? Isn't that what's happening? Look, 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 look.
I'm not wrong.
So here, I do have funny testing stories. If you guys want to hear one of those.
What do you mean? Testing what? What are you testing?
Aircraft.
Well, so it wasn't me.
So it's gonna be okay.
So
just
little
like
background.
story.
This actually isn't a lie. This actually did happen, but you won't find any news stories on it. So my father worked as a engineer on the cruise missile. And this was in the late 80s, mid to late 80s. And they needed to test the guidance system. So they flew out over the ocean and fired one. And it was supposed to do a couple of basic maneuvers and then land in the ocean. But there was a bug in the code. So it ended up turning around, going back toward the mainland, and landing in a guy's backyard while he was gardening.
God damn it.
Yeah, no payload, so it didn't explode, but it did tear up his backyard.
I'm also pretty sure he had a heart attack.
Well, so the the missile wasn't really the thing that gave him a heart attack. It was all of the black helicopters and black vehicles that suddenly surrounded his house. And I'm sure that he had signed NDAs and all of that stuff. But yeah, that was, if you can imagine, like, in the middle of, mid 80s. So of course it's, height of Cold War. And all of a sudden a missile just lands in the backyard. You can imagine what your first thought is. So, and that's a true story. That actually happened.
God damn it. Fucking programmers.
Program.
Yeah, I've gotten all sorts of cool stories about the cruise missile. Like, for instance, they tested the first test they did for the guidance system was on a giant belt sander. They basically just had a bunch of objects glued to the belt sander. The belt sander would roll around, and then they had like a little miniature plane guidance system flying through it.
Do you ever what did you have? Have you heard the stories of like the US like just losing nuclear weapons?
Just what?
Losing nuclear weapons.
They've done it a couple of times.
Yeah.
There was
Look. Sometimes it's really hard to keep track of things, especially when you shoot them into the ocean.
So typically we don't really lose the weapon itself. What we lose are the access codes for it. And we don't technically lose them as so much as sell them to other countries.
I think at one point you guys dropped a Fat Man in Philly, and it didn't go off.
Yeah, there's one that's in a swamp.
Yeah, there's one. I think it's in like the swamps of Florida. There was like it was like a hydrogen bomb or something like really fucking nasty. They still haven't found it to this day.
No,
they know where it is, but it went down into the swamp really good, and they never quite got all of it out. They got most of it out, like most of the bomb, but there's still pieces of it down there. Yeah.
Well,
now we know how Florida Man was born.
You can't be leaving pieces of your bomb down there, man. You can...
I don't even know if it was in Florida. I just know it was in a swamp. I don't remember which state.
If I remember right, it is Sienna, but I could be fucked up on.
But yeah, there's still I'm gonna say the larger part of the bomb is still in the bottom of that swamp, and two of them fell. One of them landed in a tree. They retrieved that one. The other one just fell to the bottom of that swamp, and the worst part of that bomb is still there, but it's not going to blow up. They've gotten everything they need to keep it from blowing up, so it's just there. But yeah, it's they have like a historical monument to it because it's fucking funny. It's like the little disaster that didn't happen.
Yeah, the day we almost died.
That could have been real bad. That could have been real bad.
Yeah, 'cause there were several triggers that like several of them went off, and then there was like a failsafe that kept it from stop that it nearly went off. It was very close.
Jessica's talking about the thing that she doesn't have an explanation for, and that would be her shed critter.
I mean, it's a shed critter.
I remember the shed critter. Do you
Shed
remember that?
critters.
When she,
No, I don't.
You didn't. Okay, she was sharing pictures of. It was. This is funny shit because she was serious as fuck, and she might have been right. Across her yard, there was a shed that one side tarp monster. That's what it was, and it was slanted. And if you looked at it, you could see this shit, and up under it, you just see two bright lights. Like two eyes, and they did not look happy. That, yeah. Fucking
that noise.
And she was like, "I'm not going over there." And she went over there when daylight came. Just tarp. Fine. But the tarp monster. It is a thing. It's real.
It's like you
It
just want
sounds
to
like-
go over there, and it's just like at you, and you're just like no.
I mean, it sounds like it was just an animal with light reflecting off of its eyes.
Yeah, it's got the eye shot.
Absolutely possible, but in the middle of the night.
Oh, in the middle of the night, I'm getting my air rifle.
Yeah, you're gonna pop something at it.
Jess is feeding it now, and it's getting bigger. It's fun.
Yeah, that sounds.
But what is it now, though?
Doesn't sound like a horror movie at all.
She just drags shit out there, leaves it up under the tarp, comes back in the morning and it's gone. Drags something else out there.
It's okay.
I guess just make sure you're not feeding it after midnight, and it'll all be okay.
Right, late. Also, don't get it wet.
That could be a horror movie.
It already was.
Yeah, I think I've seen this. I've seen this.
No, it's another true story. It's on film.
I hate you.
All right.
I'll bounce out. I'll let somebody that's got a real story come in.
Oh, well, you say a real story.
So
All
you're
right.
saying it's not real?
Oh, God. All right, leader, you take the reins on this one. Treat the next caller like a caller. Bring them in. Give them their greeting. Do the whole deal. You got this. You
All
got
right.
this, fan bud. Guys, it's time to see leader's abilities.
And I believe Thrax has been along.
Yep, Thrax is waiting patiently. Let me grab him. Hello, Thrax. Welcome to Tonky Time. You are on the air.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Everyone's doing swell. Alex is doing really well today. How are you going, Thrax?
I'm doing okay. The story I have was during when I was back in the Boy Scouts, when I went to a place called Goblin Valley out here in Utah. It was late at night. I'd gotten up to go to the bathroom, and I looked at the night sky, and I just saw something just sitting there that didn't look like a bunch of
Wait,
stars.
Before we get into that, this night, did you have a little bit of the sticky icky before you went up to this? Before you went up this hill?
I was 14.
Thrax is a good boy. He's a
A
good
good boy?
Mormon boy.
I was also a Mormon back then, yeah.
Which means no drugs, no alcohol, no caffeine.
The caffeine was iffy with
No
me, but
stimulants.
yeah.
So, who were you with? A bunch of friends?
Yeah, but they were all asleep in the tent. So, I was the only one who saw this. And it just kind of moved and sat there weirdly. It did not look like a normal bunch of stars. And it sat there perfectly where Ursa Major would sit.
And for anyone who is
That chick from
unaware,
Ralph's chat.
for anyone who is unaware, that would be the Big Dipper.
Oh,
yeah.
I knew that.
Sure, you did.
How big was this this thing?
It not very big, probably medium-sized aircraft.
What color was
And
it?
black. And then as I'm watching it, it suddenly just took off across the sky, streaking across the sky, and disappeared really quickly.
What? Wait, so you're telling me that you saw like you must have seen this thing like it must have been really hard to spot. You would have seen like stars going out or something because you see this thing
Yeah.
like go over.
Yeah, it blanked out stars as it streaked across the sky.
Shit.
Yeah.
And as a 14-year-old Mormon boy, looking up at the night sky on his Boy Scouts trip, everyone probably freaked out.
Yeah.
Because 14-year-old boys.
Mm-hmm. We had no explanation for it. I'm not sure how far away we are from the Air Force bases, but it was weird.
How
we actually
fast did it move?
I couldn't tell you. It was pretty fast.
Like across the night sky in a second.
If I had to guess, it was probably faster than Mach 3.
Nice. Yeah. Sorry. Please continue.
But yeah, we had a leader who was also in the Air Force. So, and he had no explanation for it. And he's just kind of looking at us like, I have no idea. So he just kind of looked up at the spot where it had been sitting dumbfounded.
I think even like experimental US craft have to have lights on.
Yeah. This
So they
thing
don't
had
light into everything.
Yeah, this thing had no lights. It was just a black mass.
In the
Crazy,
night sky?
man.
Yeah.
So it's like, I guess the sky's like a dark blue, maybe lit up by the moon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have is it a dark black orb? Or what is it? Okay.
I trying to remember the exact shape from when I
An
was
egg,
14.
maybe?
An egg shape, a saucer. It was an ovoid saucer shape, something like that.
A bad egg, maybe.
Maybe. But I remember it just sitting there and then suddenly taking off. I'm like, I don't know what that was, but it was something. And of course, at that time, no one had cell phones. Or if we did, they had really shit cameras.
Even if you did have like a really good camera, you'd find most cameras would still have a hard time discerning like black from black in the night sky.
That would probably be hard to capture.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
Doesn't mean impossible.
Like Vamp said, we see weird stuff out here all the time because we're close to Roswell and all that. And
why would they test it at Roswell if everybody knows it at this point that that's where they do it?
I don't know. We've also got the area.
Isn't that anti-secret?
It's like middle of the desert.
I mean, what better place to hide something than out in plain sight where everybody knows it exists?
I guess. It's always been weird to me. It's like, okay, well, they think I could put it there, or I would put it somewhere. I don't know what I would do. It seems weird. Just weird. Roswell is pretty. There's that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if his story is that uncredible. It could have also been your eyes playing tricks on you. There could have been that.
I could have been
maybe,
tired.
maybe. Could have been tired. Could have been experimental aircrafts, which is still a UFO. Because you don't know what the hell it is. It's unidentified. And it's flying. So, unidentified flying object. Boom.
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 If your shutter speed is settings right, you can shoot pictures at night.
Yeah.
Nothing can move it, streak it, but you can shoot it. Okay. Press 1 in the chat if you find Thrax's story to be credible. I don't think he's making it up. I
don't
think it
either.
could have been a number of things. Again, he said not necessarily aliens, but a UFO. So he seemed to... There are a lot of ones. There is a 2 from Twisted Smile. Dad joke
That
incoming.
figures.
But
Yeah,
just
that
remember.
figures.
But ask yourself, chat. Have you ever seen aliens and a UFO in a room together?
Are we gonna?
Are we
Somebody kick
really
his
going
These are
down
the
this road?
questions.
That's the real questions. He never clarified if you heard. Did you hear any noise?
No, I didn't hear anything.
No noise. Silent?
That's fucking weird.
Silent and a void. I feel like that could be creepier than hearing a noise. It would just look like there's a hole in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Black hole.
I think that's creepier, personally.
I do too. Because like you kind of expect like whoosh sound, you know, the jet engines to like okay.
Going at Mach 3, you expect a sonic boom. I didn't hear anything like that.
Yeah.
One legit UFO, said Crucial Bunny. He buys it. Bunny buys it. Bunny's a skeptical lad. I was being serious. Bunny's a good dude. I don't know.
Nice.
Bunny
I need more
has
cowbell in the story, said Twister.
More cowbell. I wish there was cowbell. That would have been funny.
I think it was a pretty decent story, and you didn't lean it too far, and you were willing to say, hey, could have been tricks on my eyes, could have been this, could have been... You're not too crazy about it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
thing you gotta
Oh, go ahead, leader. This is
the
your
thing you gotta remember, Thrax, when telling a story, you gotta look a man in the eye.
Oh.
Your pupils have to dilate a little. Then they'll know you mean the business. That's when you tell them something.
Business.
But of course.
Okay, later.
Thank you.
You gotta give him hell. All right. Well, next story.
All right,
Next story.
I'll dip.
Thank you, Thrax.
Take care.
Good call, Thrax. Be safe.
Yep.
Forgot Vamp's not around. Do that. Hello?
No.
This is Larry.
Yeah. So this is actually something that you and I were talking about a couple of weeks ago, Tonka. I don't know if you remember, but being kids who grew up in the 90s, there was like a lot of like a very apparent experiments on animals and stuff. Remember, like they made Fern and Gully. They had all these
I
different
remember that.
TV shows and everything like that to like teach kids about animal experiments and how it's wrong and everything. And mainly because like our government and giant corporations were coming together doing weird shit. Do you remember? There was actually, I think, this is really well documented. And there was actually a House committee that was assembled because of the crimes of Trabicom. The guy's name was it was like owned by, he was what's the word called, contractor, government contractor.
I'm not sure.
Let's see. They were testing. What they were doing was they were going out to remote areas of the world. Like they'd go to like Antarctica. They'd go to like Siberia. They'd go to Africa, and they were trying to test like they were trying to do like satellite communications and communications via laser, like remote. And while they were traveling, sending out like their little groups of scientists to gather materials, they actually found an area in Africa that had a volcano. Is this ringing any bells, Anka? Like we were talking about this during Dead by Daylight too. I think we were. It was
I may
really
have just been listening to you and somebody else talk about
okay.
it. It is interesting, and I probably asked a lot of questions about it.
But do
I
you
kind of
remember?
remember this, but I don't remember it like when it happened. I remember
Okay.
hearing about it, and I think it was a few days ago.
Yeah, but do you, because we were, I think I was talking to Akujin about it, because we're the kids of the, like, we grew up like half of the
Through the
80s and
90s,
then
yeah.
through the 90s. Yeah. So I think we were talking about animal cruelty and we were talking about all the experiments and stuff. So this was part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what they had done is, they had found this volcano. I'm trying to find it on Google. So as it comes, I'll let you guys know what it was. But I do know it was in Africa. And what the volcano had created, because it was going into like underwater water wells and everything like that, were these crystals that they actually used, and they were able to reverse engineer them and make them like lab created. And I don't know if people are familiar with lab created, like diamonds and crystals and everything like that. They would like they take like chips of it and then they put it in a high pressure chamber and then it just grows it. So they were able to take these crystals, this massive amount of crystals, and start lab creating, grafting off of that and making these lab created crystals. And that was able to get this high power laser that they needed for telecommunications. And what wound up happening is while they're mining, the locals came up and they started, let me see, hold on, a local militia leader. I don't know if people remember also everything that was going on in the 90s back in Africa, specifically Congo. There was a local militia leader named Captain Wanta. People probably remember Captain Buck Naked and everything like that, like when Rwanda and Kenya and all this other stuff. So he was like, hey, this is actually this is one of our like this is a sacred site to us, because this is this is like a burial area and everything like that. And in the same time, I don't know if you guys remember who what the hell was his name? He worked with Jane Goodall.
Jane Goodall.
Yeah, do you remember? It was
sounds
yeah.
Japanese.
Jane Goodall, she did a lot of stuff with apes and everything, and in that area, because of all the tribal conflict that was happening, like they were killing apes at the same time. So like here is Travis Khan coming in, taking the materials. Okay, you have wars going on, tribal wars going on, and then there's also this black market for like apes and gorillas and elephants and everything like that. If Akujin was here, he could help me. But so Peter Elliott, he was a primatologist. He worked in the university, because I found it. He worked in the University of California in Berkeley, and he had an assistant, Richard. I can't find his last name. And so they were teaching this one ape to let's see, they were teaching this one ape to do sign language and communication, and that they actually had made like a voice box thing for her.
A voice.
Let's see. Well, anyways, what wound up happening is that they had found this that drug lord, Captain Wanta.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, and they paid him off. I mean, there was this whole thing. They went and he said it was a
Larry.
diamond mine. Yeah,
Just got one question for you.
yeah.
Where are the aliens?
No, this is paranormal. You guys said paranormal, weird things.
Oh,
I don't know if we did, but we're in too deep. We've come too far to just shut it down.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well, what wound up happening is that they started finding albino gorillas, right? Like as if they were, like something was going on in this mine that was creating albino gorillas.
gorillas? Is that what
Yes.
you're telling?
Yes, because one of the reasons why this Captain Wanta guy was trying to keep people away is because his people were hunting the gorillas and selling the fur.
How can you hunt a ghost gorilla though? They're already dead. They're like it's
No,
got no
it
fur.
was not a ghost gorilla.
Larry. This is the movie Congo.
Well, you know,
Don't worry, Larry.
Just say
You're
fuck you.
special. You're special too.
okay, well, I just want everybody to go to YouTube and search the scene where the lava erupts and all the albino gorillas get
Lava.
they start jumping into the lava because they're too good. They're too good for this world. And
That's
and
such
it
a weird
was
way to put it.
and it was really funny. So damn it. Okay, I'm out. Bye.
Did we just get water jabbers the second time? That was
Bye.
a drawn out. That was a drawn out joke.
Very.
Oh my god. That was the best.
Oh shit. Okay. We have another caller. This is going so good now.
If this is another movie plot, I'm ending the show.
Well, Thrax is the only one who has seen a UFO so far. And technically, he just saw a hole. I mean, there could have been a microscopic something on his eyeball, and he just thought it was in the sky, for all we know. We don't know.
Alright. Hold on. Let me grab him. Hello, Killer Crew. You are on the air.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hey,
Can you hear me all right?
we can hear you.
Let me turn it up a little bit. Alright.
All right. I'm on my headset at work, so I apologize.
You're fine.
Legal.
So,
He said so, and then his line cut out.
No! Caller, are you
No,
there?
he's back. He's back.
all right. So, this took place about 30 years ago, so I was about 14, 15. I was actually with my eldest brother, who is a pilot. And we were, he was
He said his
trying out-
older brother's a pirate.
pilot.
Oh, okay. No,
You've
it's
been
fine.
playing
Tonga,
too
turn him
much.
I
up.
didn't hear him right. It's fine.
Turn him up.
What?
Sea of Thieves is you've been playing too much.
It's
falling
fine.
to
It's
you.
fine.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
we were trying out a new plane. He was getting ready to take out some parachuters the next day. We were at about 3,000 feet, and we were halfway between Pasco, Washington, and Yakima. And off on our left wing, maybe 4 or 5 miles roughly, was kind of a oblong, almost kind of like a flattened football shape with lights across the equator. And it was
Okay,
there.
so hold on. When you say oblong, do you mean in the vertical sense or horizontally oblong? Is this another kind of egg thing, or is it just
More like
what are we talking?
more like a stretched out football on the horizontal plane.
Okay.
It was there for about 5 minutes and then gone. And
Was
when
it
we got
just
back,
hovering?
what's that?
Was it moving or hovering?
It was kind of going alongside us, so it was kind of matching our speed.
Did it make any sound?
Matching your speed. Hold on. Did you say you had gotten out, or are you still in a car?
Nah, we're in an airplane. We are
Or an
3,000
airplane? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so we are 3,000 feet up, cruising along. This thing's matching our speed, kind of running parallel with us. And then after about 5 minutes, it just took off. We're in a prop plane, so if it was making any sound, I wasn't hearing anything.
Okay. So another thing that no auditory anything, is just you see it. And did you say there was some kind of light going along the equator?
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of.
A color?
It was white and red,
Okay.
but it was, like I said, this was about, I think it was about 9:30, 10 o'clock that night. And
So when this thing like shot off, how fast did it shoot off?
I would say it was there, and then it probably hit the horizon. I'd say about 1 minute.
That's pretty fucking fast.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Tic Tac video?
The what?
The Tic Tac video.
I have not.
So there is I know this is your story, but there's like one. This is one of there's like UFO footage that has been released by the Pentagon of these like oblong shaped white Tic Tacs that just seem to defy physics, go up, down, left or right. You know, there was a big hussy using it. If I got you a picture of one of these, would you tell me if it's the same thing?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
And about how close did you say it was to you?
I was probably about 2 miles off of our wing.
2 miles off of your wing.
Right.
All right. And
And-
again, all right, again, up there,
Yep.
2 miles is a bit different than 2 miles down here, but at the same time, you still probably couldn't get a very good lock on what it looked like. How big was it? Could
From
you? Oh, good.
just from the, because I've been around pilots, I've been in airplanes and stuff like that my entire life, so I know without a reference point, it's hard to distinguish size.
Yeah.
For looking out the pilot's window, the window is maybe about 2 foot from center to side.
Uh-huh.
It was about 3/4 the length of that window.
And 2 miles off.
Right.
That's fucking big.
Yeah, it was big McLarge huge.
Oh shit.
I'm looking
Okay.
at what you sent me later.
I know it's
and
not very
No,
clear.
what you're talking about, leader, I've seen those. Those are much smaller. He's talking about something fucking big.
Shit.
Yeah. The thing is when we actually hit when we turned around and we hit the airport, my brother was friends with the guy who was running the tower, and we were the only thing in the air at that point in time.
So wait, so this big thing, as you said. What was so? You said it was there and gone. So like the acceleration to like, usually it takes like a lot of time for like things to like pick up speed, right?
Yeah.
Things just don't go from 0 to 100. And you're saying to me that this thing was there, and then it just shot off from like 0 to 100 like
That's
that.
huge to be moving that fast. I would shit my pants at the sight of something that gargantuan that I didn't know what it was up in the fucking sky with me.
Did this thing have any like ports? Did this thing like have any like propulsion systems?
No,
Say.
did you feel any kind of anything from it blasting away that fast? I mean, I know you're 2 miles away, but was there any residual wave at all?
Though when it took off, there was some turbulence. And for those of you who don't know anything about the Columbia Basin, it's flat land, so you really don't get any turbulence out there. And we did buffer around pretty decently for about 5-10 seconds.
Okay. That's crazy. That is huge.
Yeah. And
To
like
see
I
something that size and it to be 2 miles off and that, oh no.
Tonka,
No,
I
thank you.
don't know what it is, but I never quite like. Maybe I haven't heard it. So like, how big is this thing? Maybe I wasn't hearing it.
I don't think you were. I don't think you
He
were listening.
thinks it's 2 miles
Oh, 2
outside
miles.
of the window. 2 miles out there. And it takes up 3/4 of the window when he's looking out of it.
That would how was there any other craft in the sky at this point in time? Where did you
No.
say you were flying?
We were halfway between Pasco, Washington, and Yakima, Washington, at about 3,000 feet. And when we got back to the airport, my brother talked to a friend of his in the tower, and we were the only aircraft on the radar.
You can see 3,000 feet from the ground.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah, we were literally in the middle of a desert.
Was it cloudy that day or anything like that? Were there any other reports of that? That's huge for nobody else to have seen it. Like,
No,
I'm not trying to seem like I'm too inquisitive, but that's huge.
Yeah, like I said, it was about 9:30, right around 9:30, 10 o'clock that night. It was a Sunday, and it was a pretty decent night. There was no real clouds. If I remember correctly, the moon was pretty decently out, so that's how we kind of saw it, because it was the state.
So there's this giant thing flying through the sky with lights going around. I would think there would have to have been somebody else reporting it. Was this in the age of the internet? Yeah,
No.
you said you were okay, so it was.
This was
Damn.
like 30 years ago.
30 years ago. Fuck, my bad. I thought you said it was. No, you did say 30. You said 30 years ago when you were like 15. I was about to say like 15 years ago when you said you were 30, and that isn't right. Okay.
Yeah, so I can reverse it.
Yeah, my bad.
Killer, have you ever heard any stories like this through your pilot friends? Has anyone ever seen anything quite like this?
Yeah, I actually had an uncle who was stationed on the Enterprise during Vietnam, and he said he's seen a few things. Nothing like this, but he's seen a few things.
Shit.
My grandfather actually saw something, and he's like, he wished he had his camera with him because he knew no one would believe him.
Yeah, my uncle, who, like I said, the one who was in Vietnam, he told me a story once when he was doing a rescue mission that he swears to God that he saw something on the horizon, and it was not a MiG because it didn't move like one.
See, I feel like that would be even scarier for a pilot because if you're a pilot, like you know what shit is, you know how shit works, and you're up there and you see something and that doesn't work.
Mm.
That would freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, because my brother, he's he's doing everything from Air Force training aircraft, prop jobs, multi-bladed turboprops, name it, he's been in the seat of it. And even he was like, "This, no, this can't be real."
See, did your pilot friend ever, like, did he ever think it was something else, or does he still talk about it and think it was wild to this day?
My brother, he still thinks that it is a UFO. He's a very head to the science kind of guy, but he's also one of those guys who doesn't believe that we're alone in this universe. So we both honestly think that it was not of this earth.
I'll throw this out. I don't think anyone thinks that we're alone in the universe. Maybe they do. Maybe there are some people who do, but for the most part, I don't think that's the absurd part. I think the thing that people question is if we are alone in the universe, or if we aren't alone in the universe, excuse me, are they going to visit us, and are they coming around here? That's the question, because the universe is a big ass place.
Yeah.
So, like, the part that people want to know is, are they coming here? Are they coming to kind of, interact with us? That's the question. That's what everybody wants to know.
I think it's if they're, if we are being visited and stuff like that, very much like I said, we saw. I think it could be a matter of curiosity, of like who we are, how are we, how do we do?
Mm-hmm.
That's
No.
kind of my take on it.
If they look at people the way that we look at, primitive places, they would see things and think that there are global religions and tribes and shit like that, just based off of, we all exchange goods around the globe now.
Yeah.
So that's how they would observe us, all as one group. So it would be a worldwide group of people. And this is what they think. And I mean, they would dumb us down a lot.
Yeah, they would definitely knock us down to the lowest common denominator.
Yeah,
probably.
And
yeah,
they'd probably have every right to. I mean, if they're traveling around the universe, they're leaps and bounds ahead of us and don't really need to understand us that much.
No.
And that's kind of the bad part when you think about it, because that's when you start leaning toward they could just be here to harvest whatever's here, whatever goods they can get.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, we're basically an ant farm to them.
Jessica H from chat says the military admitted we have off-world aircraft, and it was ignored. LOL.
Huh?
That's what Jeff says.
And no, Sergio, I did not kill the Xenos.
Okay.
That is a big mistake. The Emperor would be very upset with the killer.
Hold
Well,
on.
I wasn't indoctrinated into the space world at the time, so.
Everyone calm down first. The military admitted who now?
They admitted
What?
they have off-world aircrafts, and no one paid any mind to it. Everyone ignored it.
I
Where
think
that
that's
at?
something.
Exactly. That's her whole point.
Well, nobody told me.
It was ignored.
I wouldn't ignore that. That sounds cool.
Sounds real cool.
See?
Dude, I can't wait till we start to bring we go 40K on the unit. As long as, I'm one of the governors of planets. Otherwise it'd be kind of shit.
It's fine. Hold on a second. Everybody throw a 1 in the chat if you find Killer Groove's story to be kind of credible. Let's see which way people lean. This one seems like a legit story. This wasn't a movie, was it?
No, this was legit.
Okay. I was pretty sure this isn't a movie.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a movie, but I could have been wrong.
I mean, give you an idea. I was
We
in
got a bunch of ones.
I was in a modified 1947 Piper Clipper.
That is
Oh.
very specific.
Dude, that would have been even scarier. You were in an outdated plane in the sky with what looks to be a flying castle.
Yeah, it was actually an old cloth-bodied aircraft.
They're just like,
So
hey,
it-
we fixed up this old plane. Let's take it for a spin.
Yeah, there was only one seat in it, which was my brother's pilot seat. I was actually in a parachute. There was no other seats in it, and if anything was to have happened, I was to figure out how to land on my way down.
Huh.
He wasn't even in a seat, so that's even more terrifying.
Yeah, when the thing left and we were bouncing around, I actually slammed my head on the roof of the aircraft.
Oh. Well, because you have, well, no, you were talking, it wasn't a shared hallucination. I was going to say, did you bump your head?
Flying
Must
castles, that's 40k.
After the fact, but not during the fact.
Okay. Alright, well, people seem to think that one's more or less credible. That seems like a credible story. That's a creepy story to me. That's a giant flying castle in the sky next to my tiny bullshit plane that could go down if you breathe at it wrong.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Ish. If you look at Ishtar, she knows him because she is my ex-wife.
Okay.
You know, we spent a lot of time in the air, and
Well, it seems like a bad idea. The most seems fine with them and his brother birds. And okay, you guys just
Our
like
birds
being in
in
the sky.
human bodies.
I like being out on a boat, but I despise under the water. As
Oh,
human
no.
beings, we should declare war on everything under there.
I like the
I
water.
100% back that.
There is nothing good down there.
I
It gets-
don't mind under the
Leader, I'm telling you.
I think if I
You
had
don't
to
like,
pick a
Going
terrain-
out on a boat, you were on the
I'd
front
pick the
lines
boats.
of the greatest battle on planet Earth.
Oh, dear
It is
God.
us versus monsters
I
that
Here he
lurk
goes.
beneath. I'm not fucking playing.
Here he goes again.
All right, aliens are bad. All right, but they are way up there, way far on our planet. There is shit that's got no right to be here,
What, like giant
and it is
squid?
beneath that water.
The squids? Is it the
This is-
squids, Tonka?
No. This is another reason I've never really got the whole racism thing. Have you seen what's under the water?
They've been here longer than us.
I don't give a fuck.
Don't go in the
I don't
water.
give a
Problem
fuck.
solved. You don't go
There
into
is
their
shit.
territory, they won't eat you.
There
It's
is
fine.
shit down there. There is shit down there that is worse than the worst horror movie. There is shit down there that is worse than the worst sci-fi movie you can think. There is shit with lights on their teeth and shit.
I'm gonna
Have
start
you
sending
seen that
you
type of
like
crap?
random pictures of anglerfish.
No, you could show it on the screen. Show it to the people. Prove to them that I'm wrong. No, all right.
I'm just
Also-
saying, you stay out of their way, and they can't get you.
Hold on. Antoine was in the thing, and now I was about to tell you you should grab Antoine because he was going to tell a thing.
Yeah,
But-
Antoine, come on. We
He
need
was
you,
waiting
bud.
for a while, and I was about to say to grab, like literally about to say it, and then he fucking dipped out. Well, like
Alex.
Killer Groove, you agree with me about all this shit about what's under the water? Like that shit's got to go.
Oh, 200%.
Yeah, it's got to go.
Antoine's back.
Yeah. I am
Okay.
I am totally with you on that. There is some shit down there that's nightmare fuel. No, thank you.
Agreed. Good shit.
You guys are crazy. The
No.
fish are our friends. Haven't
No.
you seen Beneath the
Have
Sea,
you
Your
ever
Little
seen a
Mermaid?
fang-tooth fish?
No.
Have you seen The Little Mermaid?
Vamp, can you just go through like just images of shit that is underwater that this motherfucker doesn't understand that is down there? Just go through it, like worse than any alien. Just go through those images on the screen.
You
You're
seen
gonna
the
get educated.
blobfish before? He's so sad. It knows we're having this conversation.
Do you even know what those things look like in the water? The reason why they look like a little blob when we pull them out is because their bodies have adapted to the extreme pressure of the ocean,
Something like that. They're aliens too.
and then they like just decompress.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell me you're gonna hate on the whales?
Leader!
What about the dolphins?
Leader!
The whales and the dolphins, dog.
Leader! You must say goodbye to your caller.
Killer Groove, sir, I bid you adieu. Thank you for coming
Have a
and
good day,
spending.
you guys.
Thank you, Killer Groove. You did.
You're welcome.
Appreciate the story. You're terrible at this, leader.
Yes, he is.
You got to
He
be
is the
nice
worst.
to your caller. You ask them the question. You
Okay.
you interact with them. You go back and forth with them, and then you tell them thank you for the call. And
This
you
is a
shuffle
very,
in the next.
very angy anglerfish.
Who's an angry?
It's angy.
See, look, that's
Ah!
not too bad.
Not too bad. Shut up. That's fuck. That is unfucking real. That shit has got to go. Got to go.
It's angy. Well, I mean,
That
we got
thing-
we got this little guy.
That
Look at
thing is
him.
the size of 4
Look at
Jessicas.
him.
Okay? Way too big.
Actually, they're actually quite small.
4 Jessicas.
Look at this little guy.
No,
He's a kid.
No, octopus on the grand scheme. You have another caller. We got to make it through the call. We can keep going through this shit while we're
Hello,
doing it though.
Antoine.
Greetings,
How's it going?
Antoine.
Hello there.
How
fellow
are you?
traveler.
Hi. I'm doing good. Can you guys
None
hear
of
me?
this shit underwater is okay. Abominations, all of it.
Antoine is talking, and you just screamed
sorry.
over him. Calm
Sorry.
down.
Kind of fired up.
I don't like the fucking. It's war, man. It's war for our planet.
It's
All right,
got
they already
little-
got 70% of it. All right, fuck them.
It's got little feet.
Oh look, is that a
Okay.
stonefish?
I, have
I
no
wanted to.
idea.
I wanted to come in and say first time, long time, but and do the whole George Norrie thing, but it's all right.
I was screaming. I'm sorry.
No, it's
they brought
fine.
up the ocean and it pissed me off. I'm not good with the ocean. I really don't like the shit down there. I do want to fight the ocean.
I'd like to say.
I
I'd like to
understand.
welcome you.
I understand completely. I really do.
I
don't
wanna
like it
go
when
to
I can't
war
see
with
what's
that
beneath
shit.
me.
I
You're
wanna
gonna
go to
run
war
out
with that
there and
shit.
start punching the water.
You don't
Antoine,
get
I'd
it,
like
bro.
I'd like to welcome you to the campfire. Sit down, relax. We're just gonna have a nice, calming conversation. This is
Wasn't
a
it-
safe space.
Wasn't it
It's safe.
Caligula?
Hold on, go back. Was that fucking Predator? Go back. Did you see that?
Or this one.
You see that boy? Did you see him? Fuck.
All right.
Nasty.
And
That
by
is
the way,
nasty.
Antoine has a story while we look at all these fucking monsters that are beneath the ocean
are all
that
so
for
tiny,
some
too.
reason Leader thinks is good eggs. They will destroy the human race if we do not take them out.
It's
Don't
a pinky.
go
It's a
in
tiny
the
little thing.
ocean.
Isn't that novel?
They're gonna grow legs, motherfuckers. They're gonna grow
They
legs.
did.
You're
Where do you
waiting.
think we came from?
No, you're waiting too long. These things are gonna come walking out of the ocean, and they're gonna be fucking kaiju,
Yes, it
and you're
was
gonna be
called
fucking sorry you
evolution.
didn't listen to me. You're gonna be sorry you didn't listen to me.
I mean,
Evolution ain't over. You're gonna be sorry you
Are
didn't
you-
listen to me.
wait, Tonka, are you saying you didn't hear about the megalodon shark that they found in the Mariana Trench?
Of course they did, because it's the Mariana Trench.
I don't need this shit in my life. We have to kill it.
Wait, hold on. There's a real megalodon shark.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't hear about it? Like they had this particular group go down and try and find it, and they were exploring the ocean and everything like that. And well, what ended up happening is the megalodon started to attack the sub, and they had to surface really really quickly, and the Meg followed them all the way up and like destroyed a yacht and everything like that. I'm surprised you didn't hear it.
I haven't heard that yet.
I
A
feel like this is a
megalodon is
movie.
alive? That's crazy.
Bro.
Yes, that's the movie.
I knew it. This fucking
But
guy.
I do have a real story. I do.
No,
He
because
does,
the
though.
Mariana Trench, it actually does seem plausible, which I think was why that
It
movie's
does.
so scary.
So when I was younger, I'm probably like 12 or 13. I'm hanging out with my friends at night because we thought that was the cool thing to do. And basically, I'm sitting. So really quickly, I used to live by an Air Force base. This always happens around an Air Force base. We
All
were
you
just
motherfuckers
hanging
live by
out,
the Air
talking
Force
about
Base.
video games, stupid shit like that. And I happen to look up at the sky and I see a red light. And it's just hovering and moving very slowly. I nudge my friend. I go, "Did you see that?" And he goes, "Yeah, I see it." The friend that was facing us turns around to look, and it zips across the sky and disappears.
I think it was a plane with a red light.
No, this is not a blinking light. This is a solid red light. For planes it has to blink, and it's red and it's alternating red and green. But it just vanished.
It just
Could it be some kind of like falling star or something? Falling,
No, because it went horizontal. It didn't move horizontally. It didn't move vertically. It moved horizontally.
Yeah.
So it
Wait.
I spot.
Wait, okay. Yin said she saw something like that too at night. You don't have to do it on air, Yin. But you've got to tell me the story about you seeing a UFO.
Voice? I've never heard it.
You haven't heard Yan's voice? Oh, that's. She has such a
Everybody's
voice.
kind of heard it but me, and I'm like, fam. I want to hear her tell a story about the UFO she saw. Damn it! You don't have to do it on it. She's self-conscious about the way she speaks English. It's a second or third or fourth language to her. All right, she's self-conscious about it, which is fair. That's legal. I've heard I think I did hear her laugh like 2 or 3 times once playing Dead by Daylight with everyone, and that's fine. But yeah. Chad was like, great, now she's mad at me. Oh, you showed the isopod.
I spot.
I don't like those. But yeah.
It's a little beetle.
Oh no, these aren't little. They're huge.
A little beetle.
It's a beetle.
Think a roly poly, but the size of a small dog.
I'd prefer it to be, to have one of those things as a small dog than, a wolf. We'll still tear out your throats. These things will like scraggle along the ground slowly.
Not according
It's
to the
harmless.
movie The Bay.
I don't like those.
And
you ever seen the
they
Bay
are
Leader?
living dinosaurs.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't. So.
We should watch the
So
Bay.
happy. Look at it.
Punch him. If it comes from the ocean, it must be killed. You don't. Fuck. Anyway, Antoine.
Yes, sir.
I feel like questions should be asked about your story.
Okay.
All right. Did it happen anywhere near an ocean?
No.
Okay.
But it did happen near an Air Force base.
Okay, near an Air Force base. So there is that. It could be experimental craft, of course. Of course.
Cool.
All right. Do you think it was from this world or another, or do you feel like, yeah, that was probably a test aircraft.
Well, looking back on it now, like back when I was younger, I was like, yeah, it's aliens. Heck, in all meanings of the term, it was an unidentified flying object. Do I think it was alien in nature? I have no idea.
No, hold on, Antoine. Have you ever seen an alien and a UFO in a room together?
Yes.
Holy shit. There we go. We know that it's not the same thing. Thank you. We've now established that as fact.
Sold. Sold.
That's all we
All
need.
right. Hold on. Press 1 if you find Antoine's story credible.
I can't open the chat right now, but one. Also, leader, there's a size comparison between an adult alligator and isopods.
Huh.
They're
They
huge.
must be destroyed.
The alligator, yeah, they're working on it. Give them a minute.
No. The isopods must be destroyed. It all must be destroyed.
Apparently, they taste good with garlic butter. You eat them like giant shrimp.
Guys.
Oh, yeah. I'll eat them with garlic butter.
I watch people cook them.
Guys.
What is your issue with the things from the ocean? Like, do you have a rivalry with Cthulhu that we don't know about?
No.
Cthulhu's
Antoine.
my friend.
No. Stop. Think
that's
about
so
this.
cute.
Why do people end up going into wars? Over different resources sometimes, or with borders closing in, right? Things like this and business interests. There's all kinds of reasons to go to war. Think of it this way, Antoine. They have over 70% of the planet. Most of them, sure, we could sweep to the side. What happens if sharks, they get like some kind of fucking, they just get it in their head one day, okay, now we got language. Now we're communicating. What if shit goes down and the shit down there tries to come up here? Do you think we win?
Yes.
We need to kill it while it's down there, because when it comes up here, we will have to drop nukes.
Antoine, hear me out. Your thought process has changed the way I think. Now, I have never ever seen those monsters and the alien craft in the same room together. You ever seen them in the same room together?
MK Thale said sharks. Sharks cause wars. That's fact. They do. That's great. I'm telling you. They have most of the planet, Antoine.
This octopus is angry.
And I don't want to wait for them to come onto our part of the planet.
So you're
Go to
saying you
them.
don't want a hyper intelligent like giant squid?
Nope.
Well,
Well, none of it.
luckily, you don't have to worry.
You say that.
Because they're so cute and they'll never hurt us. Look at that thing. Beautiful.
I'd nuke it.
Have you ever heard of the boxed jellyfish? It's like
Yeah.
the blue, it's the blue something box.
If I were
jellyfish.
in charge, I would have to be persistently on a almost daily basis stop from dropping a ridiculous number of nukes just into the ocean.
This one's comical looking.
It
It looks
Oh,
like it
I'm
has
just-
googly
I'm just saying.
eyes.
common in the US, right? There is a fish with a spine. Call it the stonefish. Rated to be pierced by it, the most painful experience ever. Several people who have taken it had said, I would rather death than be pricked by the thing again.
What about the Gimpy leaf?
Don't you guys have a suicide tree?
Yeah, the Gimpy leaf.
What's the gimpy leaf?
Apparently, it's not where you are. Australia has a bush or a tree of some sort that when you get the burr stuck in you, the pain is so intense it makes you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, one
Hold
guy.
on.
One
Your
guy. Why
Don't you
trees are
also have
trying to
bullet
kill
ants?
people.
Don't you also
trees
have
are
bullet
trying to
ants?
kill people.
There's also like the bullet ant. Yeah, because they feel like they call it the bullet ant because the pain of its sting feels like you got shot.
I mean, to be fair, leader, you live in a place that has the top 10 that want to kill kill humans anytime.
Listen,
you have
buddy,
top
you
10
go
most
out there.
I think
poisonous
they had
snakes.
7 of the 10 world's most deadliest snakes and like most of the spiders as well.
Australian
also
babies
have,
practically grow up in like rattlesnake nest neck.
See, I keep
Yes.
finding cute things. Look, it's a vampire squid.
You also have like top, I think
they
7
call
of
it
the
a
top
vampire
10
squid 'cause of the
man-eaters in there
membrane.
too.
Dude,
That looks
I'm
like an
telling you,
umbrella.
I'm killing all this shit. Just so you know.
You should show him the funnel next. What is it? The Sydney funnel web spider. That is something that I fucking fear.
Aren't those the ones that hide in your shoes?
They're the ones that in summer they go out and searching for a mate. So that means they'll wander in bushes. They'll wander, into your houses, in your
chainsaw that
shoes.
shit.
It gets worse. They're hyper aggressive. They're like fangs are like snake fucking fangs, and they look fucking horrible.
See, I've been jumping between showing people
Okay.
like these horrifying sea monsters and these
Just burn all the shoes.
and then these like super cute little squids.
But it's only in Sydney. Don't go to Sydney. There's like a little small little
Like
patch for that.
Sydney is just bad news anyway. What the fuck?
You guys are fucked up. Okay.
I'm gonna show another cute squid.
All right. We got to get to the
That's a
next
lot,
caller,
plus.
Antoine. But people did find your story credible.
Yay!
Not sure about your movie ones. And I am glad you agree with my stance on fuck the ocean.
Look at this little
Thank
guy.
you, Antoine, for spending
Well,
some time with us. Hope you
If
enjoyed the
I ever get the
marshmallows.
chance, if I ever get the chance, I'll tell you about the migrating tarantulas that my mom ran into.
Nifty.
Okay,
That's a
dude,
story for another time.
you can do that tomorrow if you could come on. Next day you got a free day and you can. Yeah, come on and tell us about migrating tarantulas that attacked your
Please.
mother. That's a story I'll listen to.
All right, guys.
That's a good sell. All right, be safe, Antoine.
Yep.
Okay, I have a feeling I know how this one's gonna go, but maybe I will be wrong. Next caller.
Hello, Danny. You are on the air.
Welcome to the Kumite.
Shut up.
Wow.
Wow, fucking mean, rude even.
I am getting revenge for Jess.
Hey, all I was doing was saying what her job was. Jesus.
Wow.
Wow. Way to undersell it.
They're just fighting. It's fine.
Hi, Danny.
Just wow. Hi, Vamp.
Happy birthday, Danny.
Thank you, Tonka.
Danny.
Thank you, Alex. I've still got some beef with you, Tonka.
With me?
Beef.
Yeah, I've got beef with you, motherfucker.
What happened?
Right?
Like a ribeye?
Shut up, leader. Right?
Seriously.
You were in my
Right.
Twitch stream telling me to throw him in the brig. I remember that.
Yeah, I did do that. Right.
Yeah, I do that.
You, Tonka,
Yeah?
are an intergalactic cockblocker.
How'd
Because since
that
the
happen?
age of 13, I wanted not more than to get laid by an alien.
Oh.
And how am I meant to get laid when you're this big fucking naysayer? Those aliens are mean. No, they're not.
Well,
No, they're not.
alright.
They got
Here's
3 titties and they're
Here's
great.
the thing with the aliens. They might freak me out a little bit, but I can talk peace with the aliens. The creatures in the ocean must die.
Still naysayer. What if I wanted? What if a mermaid came up Tonka and she had 3 titties?
A mermaid
Eh?
comes up and has 3 titties.
Yeah.
Are you telling me right now,
Well,
Danny,
if
that
it's a
you-
mermaid, what can I do with it? I guess I mean,
I'm
will
sure
she
there's
even
a
know?
zip.
There's a. You think there's a zipper on the fish part of the mermaid lady?
I guess. I'll
Oh, you have not thought this through.
Explain to me.
Danny, if you come across a mermaid, your ship will crash and you will
Danny,
die.
yeah, you have not thought this through. You're gonna have a
Because
bunch of women with
mermaids
no
are
bottoms.
Sirens.
Okay, answer me this.
Oh,
How come there's multiple mermaids, not just like one? Right? They must be able to breed.
Yes, with other
mermaids.
merpeople.
The
Have you ever
mermaids,
seen
right?
how fish like do the business? Like they lay eggs and then
The cum is like shot all over.
like a
But they're
little
also
dust
half
cloud.
human, so they must need sperm.
Yeah, that's how
So
fish
the men that they drag underwater
Alright,
more
Danny
likely are
doesn't know
used.
how fish breed.
Danny, do
yeah.
you know how fish breed?
Fuck no.
Vamp,
Don't
can
like
you
fish.
Google a quick description of how fish breed and explain it to Danny? I would love to hear his reaction to hearing this process really quick. Like this is gonna be great.
This was
Danny.
a drama episode.
Okay, nearly all fish reproduce by asexual reproduction, the fusion of sperm produced and eggs produced from ovaries. Fertilization is external in most fish species. Large quantity of eggs and sperm are simultaneously released into the water by females and males.
They
This
just
process of egg release is termed spawning. So
they just
basically, the females
they spam their fluid at each other. That's all that happens.
like the
Danny.
females lay the eggs, and then the male just like
That's all well and
releases
good.
like a cloud of sperm, and it like fertilizes
Two
the eggs.
plops and that's it.
Yeah, there's
No,
there's
that's
no
all well and
sex.
good. But there's
Go
a
get
human
yourself a
half to a
doll.
mermaid. So maybe that they're good at sucking dick.
What? Hold
Maybe
on.
They
which-
don't know what
wait,
dick
wait,
is, Danny.
Wait, what?
You know
How
what,
do you
Daddy,
know?
Hold on.
Daddy,
Which
you put a finger in their mouth. You know.
Which half is fish?
Oh,
All the mermaids that you see in all the films and shit, and the ones that you're talking
no.
about, right? Oh, whoa, right? We're going about half human, half fish mermaids. Am I right?
You're just assuming that the torso
Bottom half human or bottom
And the
half fish?
bottom half's got even better. So the
Whoa.
top half can't even talk.
Daddy, no!
And then he's gonna bend it over and pull on the fin.
Fuck it.
That got really, really loud in my headset. I apologize, audience.
Danny.
Don't blame me. Blame the loud southerner.
They had a mermaid in Dragon's Crown that the fish part started at the legs, so she had the ass and the vag. So they just worked all the way around the issue.
Either way, I'm blowing me dick juice on a mermaid.
Enlightening.
Go with the doll.
I think
Go
we
with
can
the
end the
doll,
show on that high
Daddy.
note.
You could
No,
just
no.
it could be like-
No, we are not ending the show on that note because we have a super special guest caller.
Specialist.
The bestest.
Who's that?
And I kind of hope they yell at Alex.
Wow.
I was just gonna say you can make a wish, like
Well, I
in
don't know.
Little Mermaid, and wish that she's a real girl.
Let Denny sit in. It's his birthday. He gets that.
Oh, I see you, the special guest is, and I'm happy with this. Go ahead, bring it in. This is good shit.
Just try not to fall asleep and call this time, Danny.
Shut up.
Wow.
I can't make any promises to that leader.
Can I bring her in? Shut up.
Wow.
Hello, St. Jessica. You are on the air.
Well, hello, guys. How are you?
We're good.
Hi.
God damn, Alex.
Jeez.
So,
Okay.
what's going on?
Not too much. Just getting ready to feed the tart monster.
Oh,
We'll figure out what it is one day.
everybody be very quiet. Don't startle it.
No, please. Scares me.
And yet she feeds it.
Well, Keep it at bay.
It's gonna turn out to just be a really overweight possum after all the scraps she feeds it.
Or groundhog.
Or groundhog,
See-
yeah.
So, which movie plot will you be pretending is your encounter today?
None.
Oh,
No. I have actually 2 sightings that I've seen.
Oh.
Yes, 2. They're both very short. The one we were at the drive-in, and I noticed in the sky what looked like, it almost looked like a street light, but it was bigger, like a volley. And as soon as I saw it, came like towards my direction, went in a U shape away from me, and then just blinked out. Just disappeared.
so it comes towards you, busts a Yui, and then dips out
Yes.
of sight. Okay,
In like a perfect
that's
line.
weird.
Yeah. And it was quick. Just blink of an eye, it was gone.
What did it sound like?
Nothing. I didn't hear anything. It was
That's a chopper could do. I mean, it couldn't zap out of sight.
Yeah,
but like
but
a
you
chopper
hear a
can bust
chopper.
a Yui, but you can hear that motherfucker. Those are loud.
They
And it
also
was-
kind of do shit to the air.
Yeah, and it wasn't like it shot away, it just blinked out. It was just gone.
Mm-hmm.
It was about a mile away from me. So if it made any noise, I don't know. But I have no idea what that could be.
Were you in the car or outside of
I was
car
in
at the drive? Okay, so you all right. But
Yeah.
did you have the thing rolled down to hear the side box beside you, or did you guys have the radio thing?
They do it through the radio, but we keep listening
Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, you would have heard still.
Yeah. There is a little local airport nearby, but it's pretty tiny. So I don't think they're flying anything experimental from out of there.
Mm.
And there weren't fireworks going off because that was my first thought. Maybe somebody setting off fireworks, but there were no other fireworks.
It
And the
was
way
just that.
it moved, yeah, and the way that it moved was really awkward.
It didn't move fireworky.
No, not at all. Not at all. It pulled a Yui in the sky and just
Yeah.
was going.
Okay.
There was that one, and then the second one.
Well, hold on. How old were you then?
Oh, this was only a couple years ago. 3 years.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
Yeah, it was only a couple years ago. That area too, which is unusual, gets a lot of UFO reports for some reason. There's been mass sightings in that area.
Creepy.
Yeah, it's very creepy up there.
She's like, I don't like to go there.
That whole area gets. My mom had a really cool story from whenever she was a teenager in that general area. It was kind of movie-like, but she was taking my young cousins home. It was a way back road, and the car shut off. Now, this was like in the 60s. And she said that she sat there and like nothing, she thought the alternator or the battery died. And she said suddenly there was a really bright light above her and the car started shaking. And then the radio started going crazy and then it just all went silent again. She said they were all freaking out and crying and didn't know what the hell was going on. She said, but the car started right back up after that and they left.
Bat out of hell.
But what was strange was whenever I was growing up, I was talking to a neighbor of mine. This was in the 80s, and he told me a very similar story from that same exact area.
Where it knocks out the power of the car.
Yeah, knocked out. He was in a truck. It knocked it out. The truck shook. There was a bright light. It went away, and then he could start his vehicle again.
So back then, everything didn't really run on computers, so this isn't even really like an electrical failure
Right.
that we're talking about.
What makes it even more interesting, this is all near Kecksburg.
What?
Yeah, this area is very close to Kecksburg, with the Kecksburg UFO. From the 60s that crashed there, the bell-shaped UFO.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually dated a guy, his parents owned that property. I actually got to see where it crashed. But they have a festival every year for it. Yeah, it's a big deal around here.
Huh.
Oh,
I've seen like a lot of those UFO festivals and stuff like that happening now. Like people have big parties and shit talking about.
Yeah, they go.
I didn't know it had gotten that big.
Oh yeah, Kecksburg, they go all out. That's their claim to fame, the Kecksburg UFO.
Ah.
There's tons of documentaries on it and TV shows. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal in that field, the UFO thing. But yeah, people still see a lot of sightings to this day in that area. It's really strange.
And the airport is it? You said it was a little airport. How
Yeah,
little?
it's just a little teeny tiny airport.
How little?
It's smaller than Arnold Palmer's airport, the one that Trump was just at. I mean, they only land like personal small planes there. They don't land jets or passenger planes. It's just pilots, like private pilots, fly in and out of there.
Okay, so it's a little.
Yeah, it's little. It's very little. I mean, it's in the middle of a cornfield.
Would you think that any kind of experimental aircraft would be flown out of there? Would that be something that would make any sense?
I mean, anything's possible. But for as small as it is, I mean, it's a single runway. It's kind of wide open. You can see it from the road.
Doesn't seem very ideal for
No,
what
not
they would be doing.
not very private.
Okay.
You can just drive up into it.
Okay.
Jessica,
Yes.
what's the law? Is there any like magnet law between like any of these stories you've heard? Does magnet like did any of them have any magnets on them or something like that?
Not magnet, not that I know of.
No. Okay.
Nothing about the insane clown posse.
No.
All
right. But how about what about radiation? Did any of them get their stuff checked out after? Was it like crazy radiation or anything like that?
Whenever the Kecksburg one crashed, a few people had gotten close to it, and I do believe they had gotten burns. That was,
Radiation burns? That's messed up.
yeah, a couple people got pretty close enough to see what was on it, the shape of it, the color of it, before the military came in and blocked the area off, and people started being threatened. You don't talk about it. You don't say anything about
fuck.
it. And then they took it out on a flatbed truck, covered up. But yeah, several people had gotten close to it. I mean, it crashed in the woods. It's in the middle of nowhere. And the military was on it pretty quick.
Could it have been is it a meteorite if it lands? I'm pretty sure.
This definitely wasn't a meteorite. They tried to say it was a from the Russian space program, but the stuff that it had on it, that several people reported, it wasn't Russian. It was like just symbols written all around the outside of it. They said it had no doors, no seams, no bolts. It was just one solid piece of metal shaped like a bell.
That is peculiar.
It is.
Okay.
So this is the area that I've seen this stuff in. And we're in that general area.
What's weird is you'll hear about spots where this happens all the time.
Yes.
And then in a lot of places you'll just never really hear about it.
Yeah.
Why is it, if this is something that's happening, why are they always doing it around there?
That's yeah,
so
you don't know.
weird.
Maybe if there's something in the ground that they're after, maybe something in the atmosphere in these areas, I have no idea. Like the one sighting that was recent was above an apartment building during the day. I mean, that had hundreds of witnesses. They had a
That's
piece
weird.
of local news. Some
Any
people,
photos?
yeah.
You also sent the thing. I'm going to read this headline, and this is from CNBC. All right, this is not, isn't some like crazy InfoWars thing.
Well,
Pentagon declassifies 3 UFO videos taken by Navy pilot. Navy confirms UFO videos are real and show unidentified aerial phenomena. All right, so this is when they released the videos earlier in the year. I think it's the first article. Is that the one where they say that they have the craft? Did one of the articles say they had the craft?
I don't think they have the craft. They had it
Oh.
on the video.
Okay.
The pilots were following the Tic Tac one.
Okay. Yeah,
there-
that was the thing he was talking about earlier, is the Tic Tac thing.
I saw a headline recently. I didn't get a chance to read the article yet, but they're doing I believe, a FOIA on all of the UFO documentation that the government has, and they're fighting that in court right now. There's very good chance that all of those documents are about to be released to the public.
You want to know something funny, right? There's a lot of these like stories of the Tic Tac one. There's the Nimitz, right? All of these things end with the guy in a black suit showing up from like some like never heard division from Navy intelligence, saying, "You're all signing here. We're taking all your fucking information from your ship, all your ratings. None of you speak about it."
The Men in Black, yeah. There's a lot of stories surrounding the Men in Black. I mean, a lot of people around here have claimed, especially after the Kecksburg crash, that they had people show up at their house, never identified what part of the government they were with, told them, you didn't see anything, you will forget about this, or there will be consequences.
And then they pulled out their little pen and flashed their eyes, and yeah.
It scared enough people around here that they dropped it for a while, and then it became like a point of national interest again.
If you wait long enough and you have a long enough gap between those kind of things, then it becomes harder to decipher what took place.
Right.
So even if people do start talking about it again in 5-10 years, it's been 5-10 years.
People get more comfortable speaking about it. They don't feel as fearful. More people bring more attention, so they feel they have security there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now there's a festival around it that takes place every year.
Okay. There was... What shape would you say the ones that you saw were, by the way?
The first one was round, perfectly round.
Okay.
Round and bright white.
Just
And
a
that's
bright
all-
light.
Yep, and that's all I saw too. It was just
Okay.
a very round, bright light. Now, the second one had a triangular shape.
You said it was almost like a bell, the second one.
Well, no, the second one that I saw was, it looked like two triangles stacked on top of each other.
Okay.
But there was a space in between of them, enough for a person to be walking, and it was bright and lit up inside. And
When you
that
say
was
two triangles stacked up on each other, you mean so like you know, but the point end facing up both times, or like, you know, a triangle on top, triangle on bottom?
triangle on top, triangle on bottom.
Oh, okay.
I saw mostly the back end of it. As I turned onto the one street, it had started to come over. There's like a little office strip there, a little strip mall of offices, and it had come over that area towards, I don't even know what direction it would be. It was going the opposite direction of me. And I pulled over because I couldn't believe what I was looking at. And it was so low, I thought maybe a helicopter, but I had my windows down because it was
And you couldn't hear it.
couldn't hear a thing. It just kind of drifted along. It wasn't going very fast, just taking its good old time. And me and somebody else like pulled over and we're sitting there and just watching this thing. And, like, I didn't even think to like grab my tablet, take a picture, nothing. It was like 10:30 at night, very quiet out, and there just comes this thing just cruising right over top.
Frostbit for $2 says, Tonka, pass me a cookie. I'm too sober for
Deal with it.
Aliens are are the part that make most people start immediately going that direction on the UFO. Because UFO, they immediately connect to aliens. But it doesn't necessarily mean that. It could be all kinds of things. Experimental crafts, it could be aliens.
Yep.
It could be a lot of shit.
It could just be like, I
But
don't know.
people see a lot of shit in the sky, man.
They do.
It's as simple as shit being dark and something having any kind of reflective property floating in the air. If you drop a key on a plastic bag from a plane, it will float in a weird way. And if light catches it a certain way, there will be something blinking and moving around and falling in a weird way. And people would see it. Now, granted, there's shit we've talked about here that does not work as an explanation.
No.
But it's something as simple as that. You could see something up in the sky and boom. Okay, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. But that's
Because-
the question. What the fuck is that? How to
Yeah.
get who's operating that? Where'd it come from?
And a lot of things you can find to be, you'll see people who figure out their hoaxes or whatever, but there's a lot of shit that has yet to be disproven.
Yes.
And one of the fucking weird ones is like when the Pentagon's just like, fuck it. Here. Like they've got a video and they're like, look, here you go. That kind of makes it hard to go with. Like, why would the Pentagon release it if it's one of their experimental fucking crafts? No. That sounds fucking crazy.
When they first came out, they were saying, we need to be concerned about this as a national security. This is coming from other countries. We need to find out what this is and what's in our airspace. And then, not quite a year later, they're saying, yeah, this shit's real. What do you want us to do? It's all from off-world. Oh, no. It's like, okay, cool. And now it's getting to the point where they're going to start releasing more and more.
It's not okay. Not okay. Slowly but surely, we're gonna figure out there's shit we don't want to know.
I think that's why they're doing it this way, why it's so understated and slow.
It's understated and slow.
Yeah, they're trying to get people used to the idea.
Makes you wonder how much just shit like the president knows and just doesn't even. It's like, no, I got other shit to worry about. All the presidents, even that have known.
Well, other
This has been
presidents
going on for years.
Other presidents who have been asked, after their presidency has ended, well, what did you know about aliens? What did you get to see? And they've all said we weren't given that clearance. We saw nothing. We know nothing. Which makes you think maybe they don't have that clearance. Maybe this goes further than them.
Further than the president?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, see, the president is only there for a short time compared to, say, military generals.
Accurate.
Military generals can be there until the day they pass away.
I know. They're gonna outrank it. Huh.
Well, that was a thing in Independence Day, right, in the movie, because he's like, why wasn't I told of this? It was plausible deniability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
What is that?
Something that should have played louder, but I don't care. There was breaking news on a thing that happened earlier. Now, I have thought about maybe we could discuss it, but I accidentally already did discuss it as a hypothetical situation.
Huh?
I did do that. So, we can just end with it because again, it's not that big of a story as we already know this story. So, as today's ending, for those of you who thought that the jar was just too full to ever get busted out again, it was just too full. No more being right. You shall see. All right, everybody. Today was an okay day. We talked to Jessica today on the show, which has only happened like 2 or 3 times, and we got her alien story out of her, which is pretty fucking cool.
Amazing.
It was also Danny's birthday. It may also
Fuck
possibly
yeah.
be Mike's kid's birthday. We have to wait. It may not be. Also, Bruce Springsteen. Is that true?
Yep.
What?
What?
Me and the boss share the same birthday.
Today's Bruce Springsteen's birthday.
Okay. Okay, you scared me.
Yeah.
You've scared me.
Happy
Ow.
Okay.
Thank you, Jess.
You're welcome.
Yay.
See, that was jolly. All right, leader. Do you have anything to say? Or are you? I don't know. What are you? Insane? What's going on? You did okay on the call things that you hosted. Did fine.
Thank you.
Alex
Hi.
did fine, but got yelled at a lot.
Usually.
GG, bro.
GG.
Fair enough.
Indeed. And a thank you to Vamp, who did
Leader.
fine. Oh, Danny's gonna say something
Leader.
later. What are you gonna say to him?
What's up, Danny?
For my birthday, all I want in this whole wild world is to see you do the truffle shuffle.
What is the truffle shuffle?
Oh, you lying motherfucker.
Who can say